And it's too early to tell. Like, all the facts haven't come out yet. Like, it just started not even a month ago, so it's hard to figure out all the details, and you don't want to decide like so and so's wrong, S side's wrong until you have all the
Well,
details. And it's so
well,
early that nobody knows,
I, I,
but people are picking
I'll give you
sides.
an example. I'll give you an example, like kind of how I'm looking at it too. Like for the first time ever, I kind of understand why the West is involved in Ukraine, and I don't think it has to do with. I don't think it has to do with Russia per se. Like I don't think it's exactly what they present it as, but I think it's more of like a. I think there's obviously some connection with Israel and Ukraine because there's a lot of Jewish people, but also like I think from what I hear from people around the world, Russia and China are doing this kind of like the same thing that we're doing with the woke is the same thing that Russia and China are doing with their own like racial division stuff around the world. And so I think there's something to do with that where we're trying to keep Russia busy so they can't keep
I
they have
agree, but there's also
harder time
China.
dealing with Canada. Yeah.
There's also China. Russia
Oh
is
yeah,
fighting
exactly.
Ukraine, and Russia is taking it easy on Ukraine because Russia knows it's a proxy war. It's to buy time, waste equipment, which the West has done. Yet Russia has sent all their garbage, and they want to make fun of what Russia has sent to war. Like, oh, laugh about it. Okay, they know what they're doing. They're sending their garbage into war because they know second round is going to be the real war, and that's what
Well,
China's waiting for. But they're waiting for the West to deplete their resources, and then
Hey,
China
MGTOW, will
must
you
come
look at the
together.
private chat real quick?
I'm sorry
You're,
if I'm saying too
no,
much. I'm
you're
sorry.
good. Just take a look at the private chat.
Yeah, well,
Welcome, Machine Lies.
Hey, if I can jump in there, I think there is enough facts already. It's time for peace. It's time for diplomacy and negotiations of peace, regardless of what has happened. I think what's happening right now is it's a sign, man.
Where do
well,
we lose TMO?
I don't
well,
know.
the funny thing is, I think that most of the world agrees, and I think they're going to have a hard time convincing people to go and have a third world war. I don't think most of the population's interested in that. And if they do start getting people in that position, I think it's because they really do want to get rid of people. I read this book by, the movie Clockwork Orange. The guy who wrote that book wrote another book called The Wanting Seed. And I talk about that book a lot because he talked about how war is a way to get rid of basically males that you don't want in your society by just sending them off to war in some fake war. And it's actually both sides just getting rid of people they don't want in their society. And I think that that's the real danger of what's going on. I think that's what they did with World War I and World War II. They got rid of strong European males and Asian males because they didn't want them trying to compete for control of the society. I mean, I hate to say that, but that's my personal opinion. And I think that's the danger of a lot of this war. And I think most people around the world need to realize, like you said, I don't think the war is really gonna. I don't think a lot of these wars are really gonna benefit the average male or female for that matter. But I think that's why this war against men and women, trying to confuse them about, to go back to the idea of MGTOW. I think that all this plays into like controlling the relationship between men and women and men and men, and this is why we're in the position that we're in. And yeah.
I want to thank Chuck for jumping off the dollar bills flying and gifting some memberships. For anybody who doesn't know, memberships are only $1, and that's because you don't get much in return for it, but it is a good value.
You get to use the custom emojis.
You get the custom emojis, and the more members I have, the more custom emojis I can do. And I've already promised Paul that the next custom emoji will be a Paul emoji. I'm not sure what form that will take, but I'm looking forward to figuring that out.
I think it should be something saintly.
He probably does too.
You know, bless you, my squile.
Well, we'll just cross that bridge when we get there. But anyways, maybe I'll let Chuck choose it out. Something that will be to his liking.
That could be fun.
Yeah, what's popping with everyone? Can everybody hear me right now?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
we can
because
hear you.
because my mic actually, yeah, when I first came in, my mic was fucked up, so I just kind of plugged that shit in again. I'm sorry about that, guys. But yeah, man, yeah, blessings to the chat and 6079 Smith, man. I'm glad you didn't take that ride with the devil the other night, man. You know, bless you, man.
What, when he
No,
was going to
glad to
go
see
get
you.
food with Jack?
No, he was like talking about how he's like how he was like wasted the other night. He was like, I might go fire up the car. I was like, please. I was like, no. I was like, don't do that shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, blessings to the chat and everyone here. You know, I know you guys were on Paul Enslaved earlier. You know, yeah, but you know, hanging out. You know, I think I saw some of that interaction. You know, but yeah.
It's been an adventure today on the metaverse, but I gotta ask, Machine Lies, are you trying to trigger the attacks? You got the checkerboard floor in the background, right?
Yeah, I've been criticized for the checkerboard, you know, floor. But no, this is from I don't know what they call it, ARG. You know, ARG.
Reality game. Yes.
Yeah, alternate reality game called Tower Intech, about some guy who developed an AI, and it looks like this guy right here. You know, it's like this. It's like a little square head dude that kind of like, you know, talks to you through the computer or whatever. And I guess people were trying to figure out if this was a real AI that somebody had abandoned, that the creator had abandoned, and now it's just like making a YouTube page and surfing the interwebs. A lot of people thought it was like a real AI system that somebody had developed in the 80s. You know, yeah, it's interesting type of stuff. But yeah, you know, it's the type of weird shit that I get into.
I believe that the first AI actually developed in the mid 90s.
Yeah. I mean, they had human brain augmentation kind of programs set up by DARPA in 1985. You know, so I was talking about that on my show. They had computer mind interface. You know, that's really what it is, the computer mind interface. But a lot of people thought because the dude who developed the mouse and clicker, you know, I think his name was Douglas Engelbart. You know, and it's kind of like that's kind of like a computer mind interface right there, because it's like, you know, you're using the mouse to click on the screen, and it's like you know, it's almost like a virtual reality, you know, or whatever, going behind the screen, you know, cyberspace.
It puts your hand into the tech, basically.
Yeah, or something like that, like your mind, your brain, you know, and the thing is synced at the same time, and that's what they had. Pac-Man, you know, Pac-Man was an early experiment in that. You know, I think it was called Power and Control Man. That's what it stands for.
Was it really?
Yeah, yeah, and
No
it's
shit.
about it's about like how, you know, you could control the character in the screen. It's like you're mapped onto the thing behind the screen. It's like 1-to-1. And of course, it comes from semantics. You know, the rule in general semantics is the map is not the territory. So it's interesting. That's what they say. They say the map is not the territory. You know, of course, if you had a territory size map, it would be the size of reality. So you couldn't fit it into the world. You know what I mean? So if you had a map that detailed everything, you know, it would be the size of the world. You know, so I say all maps are a fucking abbreviation. You know, they would have to be. You know, you know. But yeah, man.
The top row looks badass though, don't we?
Fuck yeah.
That's because we're all super pimps.
This
Yep,
is gonna
yep.
be my this is basically like a One Piece like pirate crew.
He's not wrong.
Fuck,
Yeah, like
my
a-
background is. I gotta do something about my background though.
You want me to stage it down a little bit? I can calm it down. a
Hold
little
on,
bit.
hold on. No, that's not what I said. There we go.
I don't got to be this fly.
You must be a Fight Club fan.
Which one of us?
Yes, but which one of us?
Oh shit!
You, Flo, because of the
Yeah,
background.
Cynthia got some baller friends for real. Like she got some like for real. Like that's she's keeping it pimping out there. Yeah, I like her friend. I like her style for real.
The rock
Thank you,
stars.
Mr.
Now-
Knight. Appreciate you.
If Jack and Jack could just cam up with their sunglasses on, we'd be a badass panel right now. But they're oh shit! Talcott.
Flex, 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 flex. He's not gonna.
But no, I saw Joko Copwatch. I always give Joko Copwatch some love every time I see him over in your chat because I'm in Johnson County, Kansas, and for sure the cops here need to be watched. They're out of control. Oh shit!
Absolutely, man.
I grew up across state line in Missouri in Jackson County, and my whole adolescence growing up, we knew not to come to Johnson County because if you're caught driving around with Missouri tags in Johnson County, you're probably getting searched.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like being from the South, it's funny. Like in the liberal areas where people are like fuck the cops. It's like the cops in liberal areas are like the nice. At least in California, they're like the nicest, best trained, by the book people in general. And then you go to somewhere like in the middle of the country or like the South, and it's like you got the biggest douchebag pieces of crap ever. You know what I mean? It's like they just look for an excuse to just fuck with somebody. You know, it's
Well, it's the business model, right? The business model of being a cop is that you have to have crime.
And the more
Well,
crime.
Oh shit!
well, and it's hard to fight crime too. That's the thing. Is like they don't, like actually go and fight crime is actually.
Hey, Jack, I need to just for a minute. I got to get the whole. Oh my god! We look badass. All right, I'm gonna have to use one of these frames for the thumbnail. But in a second, OTW News is backstage. He's got his sunglasses on, but he doesn't add a lot of cool to the panel. Welcome, OTW.
All right, that's all you get.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
You're not the only one. We're all freaking blind. That's why we took them off.
Machine Lies is always rocking it, and I think it's because he's got beautiful blue eyes.
Could be.
Is that why?
Yeah, that would be part of the reason. I just don't like the LED type of screen. I can't read the things on the screen or see everything very well, especially when I'm reading on camera. I can't like see the book and shit, so I got to take them off. But yeah, mainly I put them on because the screen is too fucking bright. It gives me a headache looking at the screen longer than 2 hours. I get a fucking killer migraine. I don't know what it is,
I use mine because of my ring light. In order to get a proper balance of light, it has to be bright, really bright, like burn my skull out bright. So if I'm using it that way, okay.
Yeah, I've always had like migraine problems ever since I was a kid. If I like focus on something for too long, I'll start getting a badass migraine. And then if I get like I don't like to take like ibuprofen and stuff because it puts holes in your gut, so I'll just drink a lot of water and go to sleep or just be in pain for the rest of the day. But yeah, it'll happen to me like once every while. I like won't eat anything or I won't sleep for long enough. I'll just like read for too fucking long or some shit or go down a rabbit hole and some shit. look at a screen for a long ass time, I'll get a motherfucking migraine that just won't go away for a long ass time. I'm talking about like 8 hours of like bump, like fucking knocking on your fucking door like madness. Like this shit
Do you
is
have a
crazy.
do you have a blue light filter on your phone? There's a setting, that you can have a blue light filter.
Right? Yeah. I heard about that. Yeah. You could change the whole screen to orange. Yeah, I should do that when I do my fucking live stream.
Chuck in Tennessee, thank you for the biggest super sticker I've definitely ever had.
Nice.
That is nice.
That is a good one.
And
Nice.
also, Lies, you can get the blue blocker glasses. Even if you don't need glasses, they just have glasses to wear. They're just
Yeah. I seen Jesse wearing those glasses when he does his light shows and stuff. Yeah, I need to hop on those glasses with that Jesse wears during his light shows. That shit would be the top performance vision. But I don't know how cool they would look on screen, but yeah. These ones are very cheap. I bought these for like $5. But yeah. I don't spend a lot of money on clothes and shit. I
didn't know. I guess I assumed, because I've been told that my eyes are too intense and that they're distracting. But I don't have your complexion and blue eyes.
Oh, you have blue eyes, Machine Lies?
Oh, that's just
they're kind of like hazel.
That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah, I got green eyes and olive skin. It's what it is. I'm a northern Pakistani, so it is what it is.
My ex-wife had blue eyes, but when she got mad, they'd turn green, which was interesting and sort of useful. But by the time they were green, it was too late.
Yeah, it's not really.
And when she got her hair cut.
Yeah. Yes. Anytime a girl does a dramatic hair change, it's a bad omen.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Yeah, that's what's going on with my wife right now. She's trying to fix up her dreads and it's changing her personality, with the witches, like they say, like the witches' powers in the hair. Like, you guys ever hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Like if they cut their hair, they lose their power or some shit. Oh, bless you. Yeah, bless you. Don't judge me. Yeah.
And look at this. See, maybe you should.
Well, who was that? Samson? I think Samson cut his hair.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You might
whatever
need to,
point you guys can do. Go ahead. I'll
You
shut
might
up.
need to leverage that the eye thing. Get a new wife. You brought it up.
Straight up.
Or just, the good thing about Islam is you can have more than one, so.
Yeah, I don't think the one I'm with, the white girl, she's not gonna go with that. But if she was willing to be amenable, I definitely would get a second wife.
I just got my haircut today. I don't feel any less powerful.
Well, you're not, because your power is in your fedora.
You're not a witch.
How do you know I'm not witch? What's your test for witchcraft?
Because a witch is female, you could be a warlock, but you don't seem to have the pointy hat either.
Are you assuming his gender? Okay, well, you can't do that anymore.
That's right.
He does have vibrators.
Oh,
Yeah.
There we go. This is a first. I'm gonna see both Jack Talcott and No Jack in the same room.
Yeah, we got both Jacks.
Yeah, we're not the same person, or are
That was she said.
I missed that one.
It was kind of a medium. That's what she said. There's better ones.
I got it.
Sorry, we're MGTOW around here. We don't know about women. Okay.
There's no women on the internet, even in porn.
Well, wouldn't that be a mind fuck?
Yes.
Right?
Starting to make this, what do you call it? AI porn now, where you don't really know for sure if it's even a person or it's like a hybrid between real and AI. It's
But here's my
It's fake
question.
and gay.
Do you care?
Faking gay.
Well, I mean, I think that we had a previous conversation about, prostitution versus what do you call it? Yeah, porn. So I think I'll refer to that conversation about that.
Yeah, I was in favor of both.
At the same time,
If possible, it's not easy, but yes.
you have to watch it, produce it, and be in the act of prostitution all at the same time.
Yeah.
Can you guys see that? It's not showing up for me.
I can see it. It says
What,
stay negative. It
the
has
cat?
a cute kitty on there.
Nice.
Oh yeah, we see
Yeah.
that now.
4 chicks. Yes, that's great.
Okay. This image is completely AI generated.
Well, I'll take it.
Do we care?
None of them are real. So
Is that something we
Well,
care
they
about?
weren't gonna be real anyways. If they were actually
It kinda
people, they'd be
looked
made
like-
of plastic, so it wouldn't make.
Yeah,
a
it looked like it was the same girl 4
Like,
times.
No, but
Yeah.
some of them are shorter.
Yeah, they had the same face though, like the same exact face, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
AI
Yes.
quadruplets.
hold on, I'll pull it back up. We'll take a closer look.
Yeah, let's zoom in on that.
How you know is the hands.
Break it down.
You look at the
This-
hands.
The middle two look like twins. The other two,
Yeah, they had some twin. Yeah, they had
Yeah.
twin. Like,
If you look at the hands, which is why they hid them.
Oh, if we were looking at the hands, I could tell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
no,
AI
the
doesn't know how to do
pictures,
these. They can't do
Were
these.
they
photos.
generated?
They all do sort of look like the same person. I guess I was more looking down here, and
There's- I
there are
mean,
some
there's
differences there, but there, yeah, I hadn't even noticed that their faces are like the same.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's enough like porn produced that nobody has to make porn anymore. Like, like there's enough porn, like, like already made. Like they
Well,
like
don't
if
worry.
you just look at, yeah,
They're gonna have genetically modified porn soon.
I remember
yeah,
that.
like yeah, like
like
yeah,
that
like if you just take like what's available on like Pornhub and the major like porn websites, there's like millions of videos. So I mean, I'm sure the AI can take that and make any type of fucking porn you'd want. Like, there's possibly no reason why anybody should make any more porn.
Yeah, but get it read Bible Black's English.
See, that's the same girl,
good.
isn't it? There's 4 times the same girl.
Yeah, flow state zooming in on that. Like,
But see,
look
like,
at this.
look,
Look at this.
if you just notice
Hands-
down
hands
here, we
screwed
got
up.
differences, right?
Yeah, you got different bodies. Yeah, but
Right.
Well, but
Not gonna lie, they're fine.
that'll skyrocket the price of real porn. They'll have like authenticators stuff. That's what that Google technology will be used for. To like find out which porn is the real porn, and then the price is gonna shoot up because people want the real thing. But then you
yeah,
have to-
that's the thing I thought was extremely hilarious when I showed that on my show where they had ethical like they had like AI ethics or whatever, where they were gonna tell you where the photos, what metadata was used to generate the images. And I was like, that seems like, I was like, can you really trust Google to tell you that shit?
No,
It's like, why?
no.
How the fuck? Like, that's retarded. Like, like, like they're gonna tell you how the image was faked from what, and it's
I
like,
don't
wait, it's like,
Google to tell me where the freaking store is at.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, why would I,
Yeah,
have any of you
Legend
guys
is
ever-
good because that way I can act. I can act in porn now because I superimpose someone that looks better than me. Thank you. Good idea.
What's the shit? Not cryptocurrency. The other thing that they were selling for a while, like if you had original artwork.
No.
NFTs.
Yeah, I think that's the point of NFGs. I think the whole NFG fad was to try to get the technology out so that you can know what's an authentic photo and what's not. Because right now, everything we see on the internet could be completely contrived. It went from being the most information anybody had to the least information, it seems like, overnight, because you just never know what's real.
They
Yeah.
should have NFT like watermarks for the news, so we know which footage is actually real by someone on the ground, or is it like all AI generated warfare? Like, oh, this bomb went off here. It's like, well, how do we know for sure? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
really to that-
that's a shot from 0K. Never mind.
well,
I was the
well,
same
obviously,
way.
uh,
There's a
w-
coding
yeah.
in those images that make them unique, like in a way, like where they're different from others. Where, say, you have two same images, but one has a different coding, so it's a NFT.
No, but
I
I'm
never
saying,
really
I'm saying
understood that.
like,
My brother was into it. I never got into it. Cause I'm like, dude, that's so easy to
but
scam.
wouldn't they be able to look at a real image and just tell you it's AI generated, and you would have to believe them because they just say,
Yes.
"Oh, look, it's got the coding in it," and you'd be like, "You can't look for the coding, so
Dude,
you just
it's
believe
getting
the fuck out of it."
complicated. It's getting complicated these days. Too
Yeah, like you
complicated.
Yeah, like you just believe the fuck out of them when they say a fake, a real ass image is fake.
Yeah,
I'm
so
not
they
talking
could
about
have
fake
a private.
images. You know,
Yeah,
like
they
you
could
could look
have
at a
like.
fake image. Yeah.
Yeah, they could have said that that image of Hillary falling like a sack of potatoes was fake.
A fake sack of potatoes.
Fake, yeah, fake sack of
A real
potatoes that looked
Hillary?
like Hillary Clinton.
Well, he's not joking. If it's
How can you
NFT,
tell the
that's a
difference?
value, and it's a sack of potatoes, like an image of a sack of potatoes, but it's an NFT, where it's a value. How are
But-
you supposed to know if it's real or not?
How would you tell the difference visually between Hillary Clinton
Because
and
of coding. But people can
In
do
reality,
anything
bro.
these days.
In reality, bro, how do you tell the difference between Hillary Clinton and a sack of potatoes?
I don't
One's
know.
having a seizure.
The potatoes are in a sack.
Okay.
No, that was a good one. That was a good one. Without Bill Clinton, he's with somebody else. Yeah, that's good. That's a good joke. No, I like that one.
Oh boy.
She's definitely a lesbian, though.
Well, it's okay. He could be a dictator as long as she's a sourpuss. They're gonna get me.
Talcott liked it.
Hillary
The-
Clinton. Look around though.
Well,
You
the
mean
thought-
Hillary?
That's exactly it. That's the thought that came to mind with all these stories about what has happened. How in the hell are these people still in positions and places of influence? I mean,
Because they're actors. Because they're actors, and I think I've said it
Yep.
before. I think all national level politics are a distraction. It's a placebo event, so that you don't pay attention to local politics, and you get to watch a soap opera and feel like you're doing something because you voted for which contestant is going to win. But at the end of the day, they all suck. They're all drama queens and perverts, and at the end of the day, when something comes to light, like the Edward Snowden shit, nothing stopped, right? Like that was a whole big ado, and they had hearings so that you could hear people getting grilled by the senators, and nothing fucking happened. They never stopped that for a second.
So Flow State, I agree with you, but I think it's like semi-legit. It's like WWE. So there's except it's like reverse WWE. There's no script, but they're all actors because they have to be actors to be votable.
I sort of agree. Like I think that they put people in these positions who are blackmailable, and then let their own sort of character flaws drive the drama around them.
Mr. Reagan, a YouTuber, I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he has a theory that every single candidate placed by the DNC has something held over their head by the DNC, the actual controllers.
For sure. And I would say probably on the Republican side, the same thing for sure. 100%.
Yes, like for example, my congressman Tim Murphy had an affair, and I think it got out, and they dropped his ass.
But that's an easy, like that having an affair in the scheme of drama is like nothing. My grandpa, when my dad's from LA, and when he was a kid, his dad was the mayor of Temple City, which is a small LA suburb, but the RNC wanted him to run for governor, and he turned them down. And I remember my dad talking about how he asked him, he was all bummed out, right? And but he said about how his dad had said, look, politics isn't what you think it is, and once you get to a certain level, you're playing an entirely different game. And he didn't elaborate that I've heard of, but the way I interpret that is you got to hand over the leverage if you want to play ball at that level.
Have you seen has anyone seen the TV show The Diplomat on Netflix?
No,
So it's about a politician, but they gain his wife, and they convince his wife to run, and they put her in certain places, and they make her an ambassador. And as she goes up further, there's other people that are constantly, like someone said earlier, put in plays into her life, like her husband's been killed, and just to see how she reacts. But the deeper she gets in, she's meeting people, and then there's things that she's doing that are blackmailable, and they're coming back and using that to her. But they're creating her. Like, everybody around her is really in the play to create her, and she's unaware of it. But
Yeah,
she's the perfect person to do this, because she genuinely came into it with, I'm going to make changes, but along the way, they manipulated her.
I think that's what you see happening. I think a good example of that is like the Tea Party Republic, like Marjorie Taylor Greene and these people. Like, they probably started off somewhat real, and then as they get into it, like, you know, they're having all these weird affairs, and they're hanging out in the wrong places, and like you said, they get caught up, and then you're pretty much like, you don't really have a choice. You're just kind of like, there's nowhere to go but up, or, you know, prison, basically.
Well, I remember my own
they
Teabagging
talk,
days.
and they all say, hey, something really bad's about to happen. Make sure you're there next to her. Like, everybody knows before her, and it's insane.
Does anybody else feel like the Machine Lies looks like Ronan from Farscape?
I never seen that.
I haven't either, but I always say that he's a rock star from the future.
It's possible. I could see
Probably.
it. Is he wearing tight pants? Because rock stars in the future have a fear of loose trousers.
Yeah, I'm
He's
a
actually
rock star.
sitting Indian style right now. I don't know how he's doing it.
Yeah, I gotta get up in this this music making business. That's gonna be my next move out here. You know, it's gonna be freestyle rap videos. You know, so you guys look out for that. I'm gonna try to do some freestyle rap videos for you guys.
Do you
Yeah.
rap?
Yeah, I could try to do like a freestyle rap. I think that'll be popular for the kids, because it's like
Do
you make it
mind
up
if
on the
I
spot.
fail with you? I would like to fail with you. If we fail, I'd like to do it.
Oh yeah, he does a few music.
I don't know if I would call it music.
It's something parodies or covers or whatever it is. I can't.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't do music.
Oh yeah,
don't
I
do
thought
music.
of that. Yeah, I thought of that today. Like, it's like Born in the USA. I'm like, I was thinking about it yesterday, because we were talking about porn with Scott 2B, and then I was thinking about the song "Banned in the USA" by 2 Live Crew, and then making it porn, like making it about porn in the USA, and then talking about facts and statistics about porn on like a rap song, like doing a spoof song. You know, I don't know if anybody would want to, you know, like a spoof, like Weird Al Yankovic, you know, like type of like a spoof song. Yeah, like that shit would be funny. But yeah, but yeah, I want to do like more like serious shit, like shit to like heavy metal, like freestyle to like heavy metal music, or like some shit.
How?
Yeah,
How?
if you guys put
No,
beats
there's a-
together, use Muse sequencer. Don't use or online sequencer. Don't use
There's a
LMMS.
cover.
You can't export the MIDI properly.
There's a God of Rap cover. That's fucking. It's a metal cover. It's dope.
I was just thinking.
Or
there's
Rap
a-
God. It's Rap God. I think is the song called.
Yeah,
It's
that
a
make
song,
more
yeah.
sense. Yeah, Rap got it.
Here, I ruined it. What's up, Joe? What's happening, baby?
That's good. That's good. That's
There's
good
a
to
channel
see you. I
called,
went to your room first. I thought you guys went there. I'm like, wow, Sasquatch got all my guys in here, and I saw no link, and I figured it out. It's Flow Stage room. You see, I'm not that cool.
Cool, bro. But there's a channel on YouTube called There I Ruined It, and he uses AI to put modern songs done by classical artists. So, like, if you can imagine,
Beethoven. Or
well, yeah, that too. But Get Low by Hank Williams Sr.
oh, Get low, get low. I don't even know how it would sound. Everybody get low.
Yeah, Hank Williams is one of those country music stars that's actually respectable. Like there's like three of them. There's like Johnny Cash, there's like Hank Williams. Like this shit is actually real good music for real.
What about
nobody
Get Low
hating on Johnny?
John?
What about what?
Get Low with Lil Jon.
That probably sound dope too. Yeah.
Machine Lies, as a content creator, I buy all of my beats and music for any of my videos, so that's definitely something that is money making. If you can make beats for other content creators,
You
Just-
buy them?
or background music and stuff.
No, I can't make any beats. I can't edit any videos. I suck at using technology, but I've been freestyling for a long time. I could probably just freestyle over any type of beat.
Yeah.
You know, it is
Oh,
what it
okay.
is,
I
yeah.
thought you made beats.
We got a beatbox for him. I'll do the clicks, and you guys do the right now.
Right? My bad. I am Caucasian.
So you can't jump?
Or
That's- Wait, well, I can't jump unless you shoot at me. I suddenly gain that ability when the bullets start flying.
Summer
Apparently-
Wells is an internet phenomenon.
I see people doing true crime doing it, and I'll be
Right.
honest with you, I'm not even sure what the crime would happen to her.
She's
For being
she's
honest.
missing. She's a missing little girl from Tennessee. She's real cute little girl, real sketchy family.
I figured cute little white girl missing and all of that without even looking into it.
Yeah, that whole
Um,
national news thing kind of gives it away, don't it?
Yeah.
The what?
It being national news.
It's a national thing. You know, it's not
See-
La Chica from the ghetto, right? It's national, right?
Wanda.
This is
right?
the angle we're gonna go, Joe. Joe's
Just
gonna drag
saying.
us down into the race.
He did it. He started. West South
I-
started
look,
that shit.
I had never heard of Summer Wells at all until I went on Ziggy's channel. Probably, and I got probably a third of the people watching right now are from that world. But I had never heard of her through national news. It wasn't until I just jumped up on a random live stream and I learned about it. And once you start learning about it, like it is actually a pretty interesting case. And I think part of the reason it stays in people's focus is because her dad has a channel. Maybe her mom too. The parents have channels and they keep active, but they're like dysfunctional as fuck. The
Flo,
whole thing is very sketchy.
You know, I'm sure you're absolutely right on all of that shit, but now you done got me. Flo, is there a difference just with the race of young black girl missing and young white girl missing? Is there a difference in
In
the way
what?
America would treat it?
I don't know.
Yes,
I can guess, but I don't know. I
I do know.
It's not. It's like there's part of me that thinks that the missing children thing is. I don't know. I've got mixed feelings about it. Like on the one side, I absolutely understand why you would want to bring awareness to it, and on the other side, I at some point it begins to feel like it's taking advantage of it. I don't know where the line is for me. But regardless, that's my way of saying, like, I don't know the actual answer. I can speculate. Do you know the answer?
I'm not sure anyone 100% knows, but
Well,
speculation would have
Less
been good.
kids, so they're less variable, so we don't look as hard.
Say again?
I understand
I don't
that
think
that's
for a
the
missing
implication.
black girl as hard as a missing white girl.
Right, and I
Of course, that's
understand that
obvious
was
to
the
everyone. How
implication.
can it not be obvious to a smart motherfucker like you? It's weird.
I understand that that's the implication behind the question.
But you disagree.
makes-
You think that they would look just as hard for a black girl and a white girl. Race plays no role.
I don't know what
Interesting.
role race plays in it. I think that
Well, I
that
guess-
the race debate the race aspect
Mhm.
is more complicated than just white people get all the benefit and black people get none.
Oh, I
I think
wasn't
that-
making that argument. I was merely making an argument about
Right.
this particular
And-
situation, which we know is obvious.
And
at this
so using that foundation, I will say I don't know the answer. I understand the implication, and you very well might be right. but I don't
Well,
know.
it's like generally no, but practically yes, because it's like generally no, because it could be like Obama's daughter or some shit, you know.
It's
But
feasible.
practically, it's probably not going to be Obama's daughter. It's just going to be a poor black girl or whatever, because black people just happen to be poorer than white people.
Well, let's do this.
So
Let's
it's
give them
gonna be-
equal.
that's gonna happen.
Let's give them equal bread, equal status. Chick from a black neighborhood, chick from a white neighborhood. We're gonna call the black girl LaQuanda, just so I can troll you cats a little bit. And the white girl's name is Summer. Oh, maybe she died for real or something. So maybe we should use a real person.
One is missing and Summer is missing, and they're missing on opposite sides of the same block. Right?
Hold on, is this a joke? Hold on. Onafe, is that a joke? That's got to be a joke.
I'm clarifying. The
No,
national news shows up and they get to the end of that block and they can either take a right and go do the LaQuanda story or take a left and go do the Summer Wells story. And which way do they turn, Joe?
Obviously,
The
clearly,
most marketable story. Well, who's
it'll be
more marketable?
the
At the
white
end of the
girl.
day- exactly. And how much of the lack of willingness, somebody mentioned it in the comment, to communicate with the police, to report it, to cooperate with the police, how much of the factor does the community of color go ahead?
Also, who owns the media and who runs what story for what reason, I think is also important. Like, I don't think the average white person is like controlling the media either, and they're the ones like, it's just
That's the issue right there, right? We know the answer is yes, but you guys assume if you say the obvious answer, it means you acquiesce to all these nonsense that you're too smart for, like it's only because of race, blah blah. You know, all these other aspects that go into it. And if you say the answer is yes, the black girl gets more attention, those things get no consideration. The answer is yes, and it's for a host of reasons, right? It'll be economic. It'll be which one is cute, which one is more. It'll be all of those things. But
All of
well, we can say that generally speaking, all things equal, a white girl to get more attention.
Statistically speaking, we don't even have to go into hypotheticals.
We can do it statistically.
That's all I'm saying.
But who chooses to play what story how many times? Like when that girl went missing last year, and her boyfriend was hiding in the Florida swamp or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Who chose to run that story to the fucking ground?
Very good. That's a great point. Right, because it plays into someone's agenda. It's not just black and white. It helps. It helps with the division. It helps. There's a bunch of reasons why they're going to do that white girl more.
That's the update on Summer Wells case down there.
What's the update? Can someone see me and show it? I wasn't looking at the screen. If y'all put it up here.
Yeah, I've just shared it in the screen share if he wants to bring it up. If not, I'll share the private chat in a second.
All right. The outcome, we know what happened with it?
No, not completely. This is just the most recent update I can find.
Most recent update. Okay. Local news station reported on the day that Summer disappeared. She went to a local swimming hole accompanied by her mother, grandmother, and brothers. A picture was posted to one of her social media accounts showing Summer swimming. Some believe at that time Summer's mother was...
Sorry, that just crashed.
She's cute and she's very young.
Yeah, let's go into one of those huge ass.
Yeah, I'm scared of those sites. Yeah, I don't even read. When I see that big ass necks, I jump off of those sites. They try to kidnap you and take you places you don't want to go.
Oh yeah, can't be swimming that recent because the swimming hole was closed down in August, pretty much.
Well, and I just want to mention this because I see a lot of people in the chat bringing up Dave Paulides missing 411. Like, there is a lot of weird missing persons cases all over the country all the time. And those never get really played on the news very much. They get buried. And like, even here in California,
very good.
There's a lot of weird missing people who just like go missing and people have no idea what happens.
Good point. This is my conspiratorial mind. If that kid was taken as an abduction or for some dumbass sick reasoning and stuff, especially by some people of power, then they're gonna say, "Don't give that story any play." You know, she's gonna end up in fucking Bohemian Grove somewhere or something.
So with a lot of these stories being so many and so overwhelming, how now vital of a role do content creators who follow these stories now play on social media?
I think huge. That's the only way I know Summer Wells' name is because some of my friends are doing stories on a lot of these missing. The girl in the van, I learned about that from friends in the social media doing that story with her husband killed her and that shit.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny you say that because me and Neuro were looking into some of these people like the Esoterica channel and also this Damian Eccles, who was implicated in the West Memphis 3. He's got a YouTube channel where he talks about like black magic and stuff. And it's just kind of weird. Like it's like some of these people are YouTube content creators. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? And pretty like low level ones, connected to some of these communities. And it's kind of strange because I'm like, I was telling Special K the other day that the kid that was killed in the I'm in the West Memphis 3, his name was Christopher Byers. And then they had the same kid who was missing in the show Stranger Things. They named the kid Will Byers, like after the kid in the West Memphis 3. And the lady who was defending Damian Eccles in the West Memphis 3 was Winona Ryder, like the lady who played the fucking mom of the kid on the show. It's like really trip. It's like, what the fuck?
You gotta remind me of the Westminster 3. I'm sorry if I'm the only one who don't know, but
it's like a whole crazy story where these kids got abused in the woods and shit. There's 3 kids ended up missing, and these 3 people got blamed for it. These 3 young guys got blamed for it, and then all these celebrities came out defending them, saying it was part of a satanic panic.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and also you have the links between Charles Manson and Roman Polanski, and he was
I remember that.
Yep, and also I'll mention one other interesting one, like John Wayne Gacy, the guy dressed up as a clown back in the 70s
in Chicago. I'm very familiar.
Yep.
Yeah,
that dude was extremely well connected,
normal
guy.
Freemason. Yeah, hung out with the aldermans, the whatever that Freemason club is with the funny hats. He entertained the kids' birthday parties. He had his own construction business, and when they found him, he was just pouring the concrete over his basement floor.
You be reading, you get me all squishy in my britches, man. That is sexy as hell.
Who, me? Oh, me? You talk?
Baby, good.
I'm in Chicago, so we saw that shit firsthand. I was a kid, and they were started bringing the bodies out, and I was interested that the adults was so interested in the news that night, and I sat in there with them and watched it. And in the morning, they were still bringing bodies out. It was a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, that Andrew, this Andrew dude said Winona Horowitz. Yeah, that's right. Her real name is Winona Horowitz. She even hides her like name from being linked to all these people. And I think like Timothy Leary was her godfather or some shit. It's like some crazy
stuff, right?
Yeah, it's like some weird stuff.
Yeah,
and,
and a lot of those people involved in her whole clique, like you see, it's always Keanu Reeves, Winona Ryder, all those actors are all in like
Christian Slater.
Yeah, they're all in that same like acting troupe or whatever. You notice all the movies they have their group of. A lot of movies are made by the same group of people all the time. So you have all these rotating actors, all these things. And if you look at the history, like of Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder and the families that they're connected to, the Barrymores, it's very, very interesting. They're all connected to like these weird cults and shit.
Check this out.
With that Joe Queen Phoenix guy, he was in a cult.
Joaquin.
Yeah.
His family was in a whole different.
When I saw the original Bohemian Grove footage, I expected the super wealthy and oligarchy types to be there. What surprised me were all the actors and rock stars there. I didn't know what they were really doing that back then. I was like, what could they possibly have in common? Why would they go to these places? But it seems like they all swim in the same fucking tanks, the same circle. Even niggas like you would think Tom Hanks, Mel Gibson, regular, what I thought would have been regular motherfuckers. It would appear all of these guys are involved in some.
Hey, Newell Jack, are you prepared to have that clip used against you in the future?
Jack, Jack ain't said nothing, did he? How you doing, Jack? By the way,
It's not a live stream until we get to look up Joe Cool's nose.
because I just look dark. I know that
Man, we
was the
used to get
thing.
to look back at the mirror on the ceiling, but I guess he
Yes,
doesn't have
yeah, I
kinky
got-
sex anymore.
I got busted. No, I still have.
Threw his back out, ain't it?
It's
You know,
just
hurt
the mirrors go.
That girl
Yeah.
say, you got to chill out on that. You getting old, Joe. Calm down.
She heard me talking about that shit on panel. She like, hey man, not.
I'm so
Well, hell,
glad.
that's nothing compared to what Hank brings to the table.
Yeah, Hank.
What is the smoking gun shit, right? Because from what I saw, what convinced me was someone was telling me about some of the crazy rituals, and they were hard to believe. But he was telling me that these guys are so bold that they got paintings of this shit on the walls in their cribs. And I went looking for their cribs and looking in the backgrounds, and then I looked in their offices, and sure enough, all of them have by the guys who do the child shit where they're all
God.
chained and shit. They all got paintings like that in their offices and shit, bro.
You're talking about the brothers. What is their names?
Balenciaga.
No, it's
Podestas.
Podestas. Yeah, the
Uh,
Podestas.
Yeah, I don't even know, but I took
and
pictures
also,
of it.
if you
Oh, you've been there?
like,
No, screenshots when I was
Anderson Cooper.
investigating it.
Mm.
But you say, oh, you've been there? Yeah,
out-
I mean, you too. I had 100,000 subs. Nigga.
I
They call me all the time, Joe.
check out Anderson Cooper's family and that whole story. That's an interesting one
Oh,
too.
baby. That's another one of those dark rabbit holes that really
Yes,
leaves
who was
you
his
scratching
mom
your
or
head.
something? His mom's famous, right?
Yeah.
They're all famous, bro.
Biltmore.
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yes. Yes.
And he's only had one other job besides being an anchor on CNN, which was being an intern for the CIA.
Yeah, there you go.
Jeez.
Man.
Right.
He's so planted.
I know.
Do
Oh,
you
that's
think
interesting that he went from the CIA and he doesn't still work there in the news. That's crazy.
Yeah, of course. They just let them go and they have no connections whatsoever anymore. Of course.
Do you think that people's families, like, and I'm particularly thinking of Julie Garland and what everything they did to her and every way they used her is what allowed Liza Minnelli to even have a career. So do you think that
That's
sometimes
dope.
that they do this to make way for the next, or is that part of
It
it?
could have been how it played a role. I bet you they got accustomed to it because they had total control over these young stars. It probably plays a role in there somewhere.
I mean, look at Blue Ivy now on stage with her mom. We all know she's going to be the next superstar.
Now, what was
I
the
was
question? Can you ask
thinking
the question
devil
again?
worshiper, but anyway, yeah. But
Yeah.
Is there a difference though?
What was your question, Cynthia? I missed it. I was reading the chat.
Do you think that their parents, that they go through these rituals and stuff that open doors? Because everybody's like, look at their families, like it's just understood. I'm gonna do all of these, but now my kids are in here too. Like I'm taking this for the kids as well.
Sure.
I think it's I think it's obvious that they that like Hollywood, the military, the occult, and you know, gangs and all these organizations, they're really organizations that you can't really get out of. You know, the only way to get secret in those organizations is to rank up in the organization. And they don't really let people leave organizations like the military, the occult, because they have lots of files on the people. They collect lots of files and information on the people who are members of these groups. So in order to hold them accountable to that, they do lots of things, like they commit crimes together. You know, they have lots of information on the people who are part of the groups, so that if they ever try to leave, like they have all this shit against them that they couldn't possibly fucking, you know, even make that move on their own. You know, so it's obvious, like there's certain organizations you can't just get out of, you know, you know, the government, the military, Hollywood, the occult, And a lot of these things are linked up with each other. You know, it's obvious that, you know, they have members in, you know, that, you know, cross each of these groups, you know, so that's just how it's going to be, you know.
So what happens if you have someone who just lets hang everything out there, but somehow gets powerful on their own? What happens then?
I mean, I don't really think that's possible the way the current thing is structured, you know. But you know, I mean, if somebody gets powerful on their own, I mean, you know, their best bet is that people don't know how powerful you are, I guess. You know what I mean? And that's how a lot of people who are really powerful tend to keep that power. They don't let people know how powerful they are. You know what I mean? You know.
I think that sometimes, though, people are actually like have their loved ones attacked.
Oh yeah,
You know,
definitely. Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's
As I would
that's
suspect
one of the
this
ways.
is.
That, yeah.
And I don't know. I wouldn't put anything past Joe Biden, but something happened to his family previously. You know.
Yeah.
Welcome, Simon.
Hi. Yeah, so
You're kind of your mic's kind of low.
yeah, I'm trying to sort out. Salute to the panel.
Hello.
So I wanted to say it's not that straightforward. I mean, it's you know, I often hear commentary on from civilians who have never lived that type of life, and we're quite quick to you know, give our opinion about what that looks like. And that's fair. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, like, I think we don't really take not even take. I don't think we have enough time in our life to actually like think about this sort of stuff in real terms. Because then why do we buy books about these celebrities? Why do we actually try to actually go I want to watch a video or and listen a bit more about something I didn't hear something about over there. You get what I mean? So it's kind of easy to you know, cast judgment on people. And I'm not saying people are right or wrong, but the fact is we're all humans, and if any one of us became a celebrity tomorrow, we're going to be judged in exactly the same way. The preparation point is difficult. It's being you know, and we can never all be totally prepared for what's about to come, because you don't know what's about to come because you're not informed in that sort of way. So you know, it comes back to the point where, you know, you can't really totally cast judgment on you know, especially with people that are just putting things out there. Most people that put things out there, myself in particular, we do it for a reason. Like and whether we're displaying ourselves in a good way or a bad way, is to give you an understanding of the fact that we're not all perfect out here, you know. But you know, everyone wants to talk like they're perfect. They got the perfect life. Your butt don't you know, I don't fart, candy floss or whatever. It's just like, let's be real. Do you get
Are
what
you
I
saying
mean?
that we're too judgmental of celebrities and public figures? Is that what? Hello.
Simon?
I also
Simon's
feel like
speak.
when people
So I went off mute. That on ourselves, we're judgmental of everybody around us, and so we should be, because that's that. But the fundamental point with that is, we're supposed to be we're supposed to have that innate nature to our family innately, but then we when it gets past our family, because we have those conversations about what's going on in the external world. And I saw your short flow, which was kind of cool.
Which one?
The one about the manosphere.
That was a
the Red
cult?
Skull thing. Yeah, as a cult. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I'm just saying we cast judgment when we're not in a position to cast judgment, you know. But the way I think Flo approached that one was good,
Thank
because
you.
that spells a lot out to the conversation that we're having today.
And I'll drop a link to that in the chat if anybody wants to know what he's talking about but doesn't.
I also think they're becoming, you know, a famous, like, let's just say somebody's on YouTube and then all of a sudden they're now famous on and have a TV show. Along with the powers that be maybe trying to manipulate you, you also have the people in your past who are going to come up now and try to blackmail you as well, and find ways to come up off you. It's just a dirty game.
Why is it manipulation if you're the person that's going to be putting yourself in that position? Like, if I was to turn around to you and say, look, I'm a producer and I can like facilitate you in doing like a commercial mainstream show, are you going to say yes or no?
I'm going to say no.
Nope.
Okay, so that's your choice.
Right.
But some people will go yes, and then it's my job to facilitate them if I'm being paid to do that, right?
Okay, but see, the manipulation comes in when you now portray yourself as a confidant of mine and I can talk to you. And let's say later down the road, things are kind of shaky for us and you're not getting a big a cut as you used to because our views are low. So something I've told you in confidence, you now sell to a somebody else who could use it against me anonymously, you know, without my intention, but you're still here helping me combat the issue that you created. That's what I mean in terms of manipulation. Like you just said, I work for you, but a lot of times when your producers don't come off like that, like, man, I got you, you know, it's us, I got you, this is what you paid me for, I'm here for you. And they really develop those relationships and talk to them about personal things that do come up later, and they're shocked. Everybody's always shocked.
Hank, were you backstage long? I didn't even see you back there.
No, I'm not that backstage long. Pretty much what happened is I think I clicked the wrong button, actually logged myself out, and I had to close the browser, reopen it, and didn't go through the link again.
Good. I hope I didn't leave you back there long.
No, it wasn't that long. It was like probably a minute tops.
Yeah, so what I say to that is what you already said is you're not willing to compromise your integrity,
right?
To be on a mainstream channel, right? So
right.
You've already got your mindset. But what I was saying in terms of the conversation is somebody is willing to do that, right? And you know, maybe you're willing to go, okay, I'm comfortable with where I'm at. So in monetary perspective, so if someone turn around and offer you a contract, you're gonna go no, right? But some people will turn around and go yes, and I don't really see nothing wrong with that. You know, how did Oprah get where she was going?
I got no problem with somebody selling out. Just don't do it cheap. It's the most American thing you can do.
Yeah, well, but it's just like you see, like you know, what's that guy from Nickelodeon, the one who was abusing the kids, Amanda Bynes and stuff.
Jesus.
You know,
okay, you're gonna go straight to abusing.
Well, it's just like this dude made like 7 different shows, like you know, like he ran a whole channel and shit. And then there's like Harvey Weinstein. Like this dude didn't just make one fucking movie.
Yeah, but
he made like whole like shit where it's like there's many different movies that this dude, like this dude was like the top producer in his time. And like Nickelodeon's not a small fucking channel either. You know, like you look at those shows and stuff, and you look at how many actors were on those shows. Like I'm talking, and you look at like Roman Polanski. Like, let me give you an example. Like Roman Polanski, like abused children, and then he's got in the movie Macbeth, they kill a child in that movie, a naked, like beautiful, like baby child.
I wasn't talking about that, bro. I'm sorry.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like it's just like it's just like when somebody's making a movie and shit, but
So
that's what
that
we were talking
directly
about.
means they're
Like that's
abusing people because they're making
well,
money.
it just is what it is. I mean, it is what it is.
Is that your experience?
I mean that's what I see.
Harvey Weinstein's convicted, and Harvey Weinstein happens to be Oprah Winfrey's BFF.
Is
So
that, can I ask this dude a complete question? Is that your experience? Why did you bring that up? Because the only reason people bring things up most of the time is because there's a direct recollection.
I mean, am I gonna go and experience that for myself? Hell no.
All right, so where you
Like, why would I want
reference-
to?
Wait,
Like, that
wait.
sound like
Just for a
hell.
second. Where you
Yeah.
getting your references from? Are you saying you're just watching shit on YouTube or the TV and going, "This is my assumption"? Do you actually know someone that's been in a studio with Harvey Weinstein? Do
He's
you know a
been
model that's been
convicted.
in the studio?
He's been convicted of
Harvey?
it.
I'm not talking to you for a second. I'm just saying, like, he brought up something quite specific, which is a literal court case, which is a conviction, which is law. Okay, so now I'm just asking him, has he ever been in that position? Does he actually know this, or is this something that he's?
I
just
don't
speaking
have
about?
to. I don't
I'm just
have
trying
to
to get an
figure it out.
understanding. I'm just trying
No,
to
of
get
course,
an
no, of course, no, of course, and I'm trying to explain to you that I wouldn't have to go and find all that out. Like, there's enough like weird shit going on to where it's like I don't gotta
there's
go any further
UFOs
with
and
this
shit.
shit. Like,
We
like I'm just gonna
that as
like I'm
well.
just gonna keep my distance from what's going on here and
Mhm.
just look and just see like it's not just one or two cases. It's an epidemic of shit. You know, it's like many cases, many different producers to where
Okay,
I don't
understand where
gotta
you're
look
coming
at like one person what the fuck they're doing or be like, oh, I wasn't there in that one particular situation. It's not one
Mhm.
particular
You
situation.
weren't there in any
It's like
situation apparently.
dozens of it. I can't just like deny my own and deny hundreds of people's accounts like that much.
Yeah, but you weren't there,
Like,
right?
I'm not gonna be like, but like part of my common sense is gonna go. Maybe hundreds of people
I
saying some
understand
shit
where
is
you're
gonna
coming
be on
from.
some
I
shit like
speculate. I watch channels.
because
I
it's
see
like
stuff.
it's like look, you weren't there either, but the people that said they
I
were there,
was.
are
No,
you
I
gonna
was there. I
question
was
what
there.
they
I
what
was
they said?
there. I was there.
Oh God, I can't.
You were there.
Yeah.
Okay, Simon. Simon was there. Were you
So,
touched, Simon?
Yeah, Google me.
So I mean, did he make you touch his penis or what? I mean, I don't understand.
You see, wait. I'm not going. Do you see what happens? You see what happens?
You know what I'm
This is what I'm talking about.
I mean, Simon, are you trying to insinuate that this isn't real? What's going on? What Machine Lies
I'm
is saying?
giving you a perspective. That's
No,
all I'm
it's
doing.
no, it's true though. Like ultimately, this is
I'm
just
not
shit
being
that
rude.
played out
I
in the
ain't said
media.
nothing
We can't.
insidious, have I?
No, he's right.
I ain't done that.
No,
I
he's
ain't
right.
done none of that. I'm telling
No,
you,
he's
I've
right
been
because
there.
ultimately you can't figure it out. Yeah, ultimately we weren't there. You're right. You know, we
But we
don't
can
actually
see
know
the.
what's
But
going
I've
on.
been
But
there, and I could tell you about some stuff if you want to hear about it.
no,
Right
no, but you
now,
weren't there in every situation though.
I want to
not
hear.
every, of course, not at all. How can everybody be there in every situation? No
That's
one
what I'm
can.
saying. That's what I'm saying. You
But
got to
I'm
go
just
off
saying,
the
I've
report, the
got a
general
different
report.
level of understanding of what you're talking about, and this is why I'm trying to understand what you're
For
talking
sure,
about.
for sure. Yeah, yeah. Lay
I'm
it
not
on me
trying
for
to
sure.
discredit what you're saying. I think what you're saying is actual factual to an
Right,
extent
right,
from an
right. So what was your
observational perspective.
so what was your experience for real? You know, I'm curious now. You
I
know, what was your
well, that's a look. This is Flow State's channel. If he wants me to go into that, I'll go into it. But I ain't. I'm
Flow
Damn,
State.
dude, I've been muted the whole time. I've been like, yeah, Simon, tell us, Simon.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Simon.
Yeah,
Hurry up.
I really want to know. Like,
Yo,
what's up?
sometimes Flow State gives me some grace, and sometimes he's just like, yo.
No, but you're alluding to something. You keep
you
alluding
give
to
me
something, and I want to
give me that
hear it. Though.
anxiety. Do you get what I'm saying? You know, you give me
I don't
that
mean to give you the
really.
anxiety. Yeah.
I put Joe Cool in my basement so I can feed him mustard and biscuits. He's my little spoon when I get cold at night.
He's talking like Barry White. Right? Someone's talking like Barry White right now. Jesus.
That's me, baby.
Yo.
Simon, so who are you exactly?
Yeah, Google me.
I
Master
did.
of the universe.
That's how you get all your information, right?
Google me. Simon,
You
but
literally
So
Google
are
me.
you a musician? Because I see you have a YouTube channel with 183 subscribers.
First of all, how do you know I got that info from YouTube from Google?
because I know shit. That's
I
how
didn't get
know.
that shit from Google. I didn't,
Just
like I
because I
read
got
books and shit.
just
I
I don't
got
because
just
mine
get
from
information from
Telegram.
my
Google.
my game ain't about the amount of subscribers I have, bro. I've been in this
But
game
go
for a
ahead.
while.
Let's hear your story about. And this is the music industry. Is this the TV industry or the movie industry? You're going to tell
It's
us
the
about
entertainment
today.
industry, period.
Okay, specifically music,
No,
theater.
it's the entertainment industry. It's all wrapped into the same thing. And
Okay.
you know,
So what was your
I
position in this industry?
So you really want to hear this shit?
Yes.
This is boring to me. I don't.
No,
I
it's
don't want
not.
to bore the rest
No,
of the
it's
panels.
we're
Does
excited.
anyone else have anything to say before I start talking? Because
Yeah,
these-
I got this one thing right. Chuck Norris was once bitten by a deadly cobra, and after 3 days of horrible pain, the cobra died.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
No, that's for real, actually, because Chuck Norris, he's a legend, and we let that lie. No one's talking about Chuck Norris nowadays.
I do. Just about every stream I go on to, I tell one Chuck Norris joke at least.
It's true. He does.
And we need to do that. We need to continue that conversation because
I'm trying to understand what happened here.
So are we all.
Yeah.
Let me recap. We were
Simon
waiting for
challenged the
Simon
machine
Harrison to
lie.
come out with what he knows about the
Okay.
entertainment industry, and now he's shy about it because he's afraid of being blackmailed.
Yeah. So Simon challenged the machine lies, and he was alluding to his own experience, but hasn't gone into it yet. But I think he's about to. But he did tell us to Google it, and I'm looking at the third Google down, and on my search results, actually it's on Brave. The third result down is "I'm not Dusty."
Okay.
I
So is
suspect
that a song or is that a
That's-
movie?
nah,
A show?
that's the interview I done with Kendra G. That's just a distraction.
All
Wait a
right,
second,
so,
that's-
but tell us.
That's just a distraction. I just want to.
I can neither confirm nor deny his dust, but he's about to explain to us.
I think he might have been Dusty a few times. I got faith in him.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there's been this whole your eye line with flow state. So the thing is, it's like these guys been out here going women of this and women of that, men of this and men of that. And the fact of the matter is I don't need to prove anything to anybody. Like, and if you're a real person, like, you don't really need to do that. So the fact when people turn around and start calling you names, like realistically, is either you sort of take it or and you believe it, or you go, okay, it don't mean shit. Like to be real. Do you get what I'm saying? Because like I went on Kendra G on my dustiest forum for a purpose. Like I knocked my head the day before. I put my I went in my wardrobe and I was like, what's the dustiest shit I could put on? I knew what she was gonna do. I knew what she was gonna do. Sorry?
Is this the story? Is this you telling us about this?
If you want to hear it, I don't know.
I diagnosed you.
You don't seem to be
as
saying
a
anything.
hipster.
Like, is
You're a
it me? Am
hipster.
I not understanding correctly, Jack or Hank? Is it me or?
I'm
Sounds
with
like a
you,
hipster. I
Cynthia.
thought
I
he was going
don't
to tell
get
us something interesting. Continue,
Yo,
Simon, with the actual blackmail stuff.
I got suits in my closet, and if you go on my
Okay.
channel, I was on my live for a minute with suits. So you know that's not
So is RBR Network for anybody
So,
who knows that joke.
everyone was and this is the red pill philosophy. Okay, you're supposed to be this high
That flat
caliber
tire.
man. You're supposed to be this high caliber man that appeals to women. So I was just like, okay,
He's a flat target.
I'm gonna come on here in my dustiest shit. I'm gonna put on stuff that I do in the garden. Like the stuff I came on Kendra G is stuff I wear in the garden. Like, so I was just like, okay, let's see what she says. Do you get what I'm saying? Because she's testing everybody, right? She's like, okay, what can you provide for somebody else? I'm like, all right. I know what I can provide, so I'm not really tripping on that. I'm not tripping on that at all. Because
Well, the
Saying
question
a lot
was
of
about
words.
your Hollywood experience, not about your dust.
Alright. We can get back to that.
Okay.
Dude, you're
I
saying
thought
a
that's what
lot
we
of
were talking about, but then we just started talking about the clothes that you're wearing.
Oh
when you
yeah, I
party.
don't know. Just tell me what you want to talk about. I'll talk about
Well,
it.
you
Well,
were gonna tell
You
us the
Again,
story.
you were going to.
Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein, please.
You were there. Tell
The
us your
entertainment industry. Okay, so you wore suits. What does that tell us about the entertainment industry, dude? I don't understand.
Your part is too stupid. Tell us about Harvey Weinstein, Simon.
There we go. Direct.
Okay. So I grew up in an industry where you know, women will be brought into situations where they will be told they could be a model. Now, I don't know if this is commonplace to you or not, but some people stand on street corners and go to women they could be a model. And they have this voluptuous sort of studio where they go, oh, come round and we'll make you a model. 9 times out of 10, they know what it is. That those ladies are not going to become models.
Is this what you were doing?
No, I didn't participate in any of that shit.
Well, I thought you had a story about your experience.
This is my experience.
You were a model.
You were a model?
It says
Are you lost? What? Do you want to rewind the tape?
Yeah,
I'm sorry for the interruption. Please continue.
You need to pay acute attention to what I'm saying because it's like,
Well, if all of us missed it, then it's too acute.
all right, so maybe I need to stop, and maybe you need to
Or
think about
possibly
it.
slightly obtuse. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we might be retarded.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
think we're
I'm gonna
recording.
I'm gonna mute my mic for a
Take
sec,
it down
and then-
to a 4th grade level. 5th grade's too hard for us. Try again, please.
Okay. Jesus. Look, if you want me to talk about this, I could talk about it. Otherwise, I don't need to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
We do want you to talk about it, and we would like to hear the story. We all are paying attention, so please.
Right. Okay. Right. All right. I'm gonna try to be a bit more simplistic about this, right? So how do models get into Hollywood?
Are you a model?
No, that's not the question.
Are you in
I'm not
Hollywood?
talking about me. I'm not talking about me.
But you
How
were
do
telling
models
us
get into
Invited
Hollywood?
by a producer.
Experience.
I've been a
Invited.
model, but I'm not saying I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying.
I knew you were sexy.
Simon
tell.
invited.
Right.
Next.
All right.
3rd grade, please. We failed.
How do models get into Hollywood?
They're invited, yeah.
How are they invited?
I'm not pretty enough. I have no idea.
So, right, they're invited by way of people. Look, there's this whole story about Will Smith standing on the street corner handing out flyers before he got on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? I don't know if you're partial to that. I don't know if you're knowledgeable about that. But the fact of the matter is this whole game comes from somewhere. You got to start from somewhere, okay? So it don't come from nowhere.
What do you guys need? I don't have a lot of time.
Oh, thank God, Tommy. Thank God you're here. I never.
The
thought I'd
screen,
say-
the bottom of the screen said retard, 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 retard. What do you guys want?
Oh, we summoned
How
them.
about Simon tell us about the models? Because I
summoned-
need a few of those. Continue,
I turned
Simon.
on the big sexy
I'm
light.
celibate. My days of fucking models are over.
Yeah, it's just
Before
you
they
and
even
Illuminati now.
All right, so let me give you an example. Have you ever been to a Hollywood audition?
No.
No.
I've been offered a porno audition.
Did you audition?
No, because they wanted me to do more than I do for myself in the privacy of.
Well,
my
how did they know
gratification.
to offer you a job if you never even did the audition?
No,
Darn.
they offered the audition because and it's actually quite logical. The scout was perusing adult friend finder pages.
Oh, why would you even go for it then if you're saying no? in the first.
I didn't go for it. He sent me a message on there and he said what the requirements were for the intro solo
Wait,
video.
oh, this is like when we talk about black women and dates. It's like, give me a break, bro. Wait
What?
a sec.
You mean the darky girl? Is that who you're
What
referring
are you
to? The
saying?
darky
What are
girl?
you saying
Wait,
about black women?
I got look, man, how did we end up here? I don't know what happened. I'm so
Some people
confused.
focus.
It's
Some people want to focus on Hollywood
close
because they got them blackmailed. But we're trying to
No,
prod them
wait,
to
don't
get
get
information
triggered,
out.
bro. Wait, stop. You just said you went for an audition, or did you?
No, I got offered the audition. I didn't go.
Oh, you didn't go. You didn't go.
They wanted me to fly all the way to LA
Yeah,
to
but
give them
wait.
like 3 hours of masturbation footage with like multiple nuts. I'm like, I don't do that for myself, guy.
It takes it takes a minute.
Especially not with like a key grip and like a cast, like
Wait,
eating at the
bro.
green table, the green room table. I can't do that shit.
Yeah, I'll
Bro,
do it. I'll do it.
Why did you even interact with them in the first place?
I said he messaged me. I was on a site for
Oh,
fucking
it's his
chicks.
fault. It's his fault.
I'm not accusing anyone. I'm just saying I was open to the offer. Then
knew
when he
what you
told me
was
the
doing,
stipulation, I was
bro.
like, oh, no,
Oh,
thank you.
wait.
This was back before you could just do one with a girl while you're both holding the camera.
Okay,
Back when
so
you had a cast,
Okay, so what if it went the other way?
like
and it
key
went-
grips, best
What-
boys,
What if it
shit
went the
like
other
that.
way? What if it went the other way, and it worked out the way you wanted it to work?
No, I think any porno production where there's like a cast and a director telling me not to nut and when to nut, I don't want to do that.
Why did you fucking get like? Oh,
Well, maybe
geez.
it's cute.
And I also read an interview with a porno director. He said the best guys to hire are that like
You
stupid
were
jock.
interested in porn
Because
period.
he said
Like, come on.
like his audition for dudes, because you know you can find a million dudes that want to be in porn. He said his audition, he brings the guy into his office alone, says drop your pants and get a boner, and if you don't do it in like 30 seconds, he doesn't use you.
Well, you
And he
were
said the
kinda
best
interested
guys
in
for it are just those David Putty from Seinfeld, just like, yeah, that's right. Like just dumb dudes because they don't have any like hang ups about, oh, okay, get a boner, okay. Okay, nut now, okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Done and done.
I'm real my boner's real finicky. I'd be like, hey,
I don't want to know
the
about your
janitor
boner.
keeps looking at me weird and I
I
can't
want to
work
know about
like
his boner.
Okay.
Continue.
Let me guess. You put on some Kenny Loggins, a little bit of mood lighting. You set up
No, I'm not like that about it either. No. I'm like, hey, let's find some ecstasy. Let's get some
Oh,
farm animals in on
Jesus.
this, you know?
You don't need drugs to have a good boner.
You don't need
No, but
drugs.
you can use drugs to have a good time.
Is that a white person thing? Like,
No,
no,
it's a
No, I could do that.
a miscreant person. Dude, I've had gasms on the Breaking Bad where if you saw me, you'd swear I was having a seizure. But it was like epic
No, I don't
gasm.
want to see shit, but I'm just asking.
Well,
Oh, I hope not, faggot. Jesus.
I like
Not
those
suggesting.
drugs.
No,
I
don't
said
call
if,
yourself- no,
sir,
please.
if you receive
No.
those surveillance
I'm just
footage
asking a
cameras
question. That's all.
that
it is.
those ladies may or may have not realized I had
I
caught.
hear it quite a lot. So you know.
You weren't the Muslim from Machine Lies stream the other night telling me that because I'm a Christian, I'm the problem or whatever, right?
Hold up.
Mine-
Thank you to Steve for 20 more memberships.
Thank you, Steve
are
Shively. Thank you, Stephen Shively.
You're gonna get enough to make the paw emoji now.
Uh-huh. I have enough now.
Nice.
So listen, I don't care if people steal this and say it wasn't me from the beginning, but this needs to be known across the community. It's not about the Paul. It's about the 130 motherfuckers that don't see through that bullshit. I'm looking at you, Jack Talcott. You're his right-hand man right now. It's the people that obliviously are like, yeah, he's right. He's right. Come on, people.
I
This
certainly
is
don't.
end times. Everyone
think everybody
grab a
sees
cult member
through it.
and wake them up.
I think people see this is what I was telling Cynthia earlier. I don't think people supporting Paul necessarily needs to be misconstrued as them believing Paul.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily supporting, it's the nodding along like what he said. And Cynthia, the only reason she got out of that is we shamed and insulted her
Oh,
into her
shut
senses.
up,
And she's
Tommy.
still not the
Hey.
brightest woman in the community.
Listen,
Who's the brightest woman? I want to
Who's
know
the
who's
what?
the brightest woman. Who is the brightest woman in the community?
Is that an oxymoron, really? You're oxymoroning me. Who's the brightest
Mitch
woman? I
is.
don't know. You got a female dog running around your house. That's a good start. It can fetch and bark and sit.
Bring
I
me a beer.
vouch for that.
The chat asked an interesting question. I think the panel should actually pay attention to. It
I'm the
says
only Chad I see here. I'm fucking Chad AF.
chat.
Flow State's in the freaking room. Come on.
What's
you
the
don't show
question?
yourself on camera. Flow State's in the room. It's his freaking show.
What was the
Go
question?
up to Chad. Come on,
Frank,
man.
put your bicycle helmet on, please. It's dangerous here.
This guy's teeth is immaculate. I mean,
Sasquatch, what was the question from the chat?
How many men on the panel would be willing to do a porn under any circumstances?
If it's where it's just me and the girl and we have the cam, I think that's called gonzo. There's like no staff. That's money. I've done that and not put it out there for people. I used to do that just if they'd let me.
I've also done that, and I would
What?
stash them on an external hard drive that got seized when my house was raided by the sheriffs, and it never got returned. But they raided me 2 more times after that, so they must have liked it.
My friend used to be computer repair, and you'd think they respect your privacy. No, he'd show me all kinds of people's porno they had on their computers when he was repairing them.
Why are you guys so
Even girls we went to high school with after we were out of high school and older, he'd be like, hey, you remember Tabitha Rayner? Check this out. I'm like, God damn, I always knew she could suck it.
Man. Porn ain't shit.
Huh?
Porn
What?
is not shit. Like,
I
swear to
mean,
God.
it's
Wow.
it's not something that should be put out there on against people's will.
No,
Yeah,
for
you need to
real.
take
Come
it
on,
consent.
it's boring. Like, yeah, I find it boring.
Well, maybe
I like
a
it.
homo, and you just see dicks all the time. Of course, it's boring.
No, I got pussy in real life. That's the
Yeti, did you just nigger
Like,
tower? Did
oh,
you just
wait,
pull nigger
wait,
tower,
wait.
Yeti? Oh no, it got broke
no,
up.
no.
Lindsay Smith, don't be a
No,
party pooper.
porn on screen is boring. I'm sorry. Like,
Bro,
these
do you
chicks
even
that understand-
fleshlight? Do you $300 AI fleshlight, bro?
For real, like for real.
I've always
like,
thought a fleshlight would be the best false bottom, because if you get pulled over with a fleshlight in your car, what cop is going to be like, ooh, I wonder what's inside of this?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
confessions of a rich guy over lockdowns. I said, fuck it. I shot for the $300 artificial intelligence blowjob machine. Very good purchase.
how I'm sorry, right?
I have a
I'm
$300 blow-up machine, but it doesn't have
people.
AI.
Hey, can I borrow that thing?
It's
Come
a,
on.
it's
I mean,
a-
you don't just
it's
want a
a-
standard up and down, do you? This thing throws up the switch up, the curveball. Yeah, you can rando that stuff. Ladies, look out. I mean, if I can fix my own dinner, if I got a dog for company, $300 blowjob machine,
tell you what.
humanity
I-
dies off once
I-
every man has
I
met
stopped
that.
using mine because it
$300
wasn't
what?
that good.
Huh?
Yo, you guys are sad, man. You need to check yourselves. Like,
No, Simon,
Why?
I realize this community's problem. They're always trying to pit us against each other. We need to venture out, hit panels as a team, and catch Mad Wreck.
I'm
Yeah, that's what
trying
I'm
to
doing
listen.
with
I am really trying to listen. But you just said like a $300 what doll?
Thank you, Hank.
Oh, money's no object, sir. I'm Caucasian
it's
and,
not the money, it's not-
American. I was buying Tesla stock at $50 a share, sir.
It's not the money part. It's just like why?
Well,
do
you're
it?
black. That's what you always say. You darkies always. No, it's not the money unless we're doing a rap video or unless we're asked about the
No,
state of ourselves compared to white men, then we're gonna cry about it.
Okay,
But if you catch a black man alone and say, "How you doing?" "Oh, we doing it big. We living it up here. We fucking bitches without rubbers." They start throwing cash in the air.
Yeah,
They're
maybe-
fine if
maybe-
it's not a
I
white
use my-
person.
I
That's
use my
That's a
influence.
great experience where you ain't come
I use
across a
my
nigga like me. That's a totally
Well,
different
you're a
experience.
UK black guy. You don't really count in any
I
context.
don't know.
Black
I don't
guys
know.
are wider
I don't
than
know. I
American
don't
white
know.
guys.
I'm not saying
You're kind of
I
like
know.
Cynthia. Cynthia's a Mexican that doesn't speak Spanish. You're kind of
No,
like
not at all.
in her
No,
camp.
I'm
you know?
whiter than you, nigga. That's the difference. It's like I'm
Audibly, you're white.
Yeah,
I agree. If you just did phone jobs, you would have all the white privilege if you only lived like for phone
need to
jobs.
have a blow up. I don't need to have a blow up job. Fancy thing in my house.
I just do it for the Machine Lies response. That's really all.
How
I
does
do it for
that work
the
out?
Machine
How
Lies
does that work
response.
out?
Come
What
on.
is that? How does that work out for you, bro? Because punching my dick in a bit of plastic. I don't know.
Hey, Joel, man.
You should try
I
it.
need the real thing. I need the real thing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Did you try it? Don't knock it. You try it, bud.
I ain't gonna
What
fucking
if-
try. That's what I'm saying.
I missed the start. I don't even know where we're at.
What if it malfunctions and it traps your dick inside of it?
Actually, my dick is notorious for like they should use me as
Your
a
dick is
sex toy
notorious.
tester.
No,
My dick has
911.
wrecked so many male sex toys. It's not even fun.
Mine too.
I'm trapped.
And
I'm
women
trapped.
too.
I'm telling you guys, if you have a Paul enslaved penis, God doesn't care about celibacy. When I go celibate, all the angels are like, "Oh my God, Tom hung up the sword of."
That's
Huh?
not the point.
Yeah. And then
Okay, think about this.
It's kind of
If
annoying.
Gandhi, or hold on, let me think of a good one. Like, do you know Moose in this community? If Moose says he's a pacifist, nobody cares. If Mike Tyson says he's a pacifist, you're like, God damn, that dude's putting in that like pacifist spiritual work, you know? So if I go
Well, I
celibate,
think he means. I
angels
think he means like
like
he won't
crap.
shoot people. Like he won't shoot people with a gun. Like I don't think he means like he won't beat the fuck out of people. You know.
Well, I don't think Mike Tyson has ever said he's pacifist, but if he did, you'd pay attention, wouldn't you?
So
Yeah.
If
are you-
OTW said he's pacifist, you'd be like, whatever.
Are you saying you're just gonna just stick your thing in anything? Is that what you're saying?
No, on the contrary, that's what I'm saying. I don't
So why are you
really,
talking about plastic?
huh?
Why are you
Plastic's
talking
not
about plastic?
anything. It's designed, Simon.
Leave Britney alone.
What's design? What plastic? You're gonna stick your
Yes.
thing in plastic all day long.
No,
So sad,
they
like-
won't because I have a job. I had to go out and work. I need to earn money. Simon.
You take time off sometimes, man. We keep you
Oh, okay. I've got a job. I'm gonna stick my thing in plastic. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Wait, do you get paid? Is this like a involuntary labor job? Because we
Yo,
ended that a long time ago,
There's
sir.
a
I don't
reason
think.
why in the industrial age, when we laid down the oil plants and we went, okay, we're gonna do some industrial shit, that we set up homes. So the women can come back and we set up industries because
No.
we went
The
to
beef system tricked women into going away.
we went to that extent to make sure women were there, people in person, the women in person were there. We set up their houses, their homes, and made sure that in line with what we were doing as workmen, that they
I
were
don't know. I know you're
because
speaking the
we're not
Queen's
about to
English, but I
bust
have
our
no
shit on
idea what you're
public.
telling me right now.
Plastic. Like, yeah, you don't research it. What it is like men.
Oh, look into it. Thanks, Johnny.
Men
What's
don't
that
do
dude's name?
that.
Johnny
Men
Bravo?
like there's a misconception that men will bust anything and anything, and they won't.
Well,
They
some
won't.
of them will, sir.
No, they
Some of
won't.
them will.
No, they want women. That's what they want. They don't want
And men.
anything.
No, some dudes would fuck a snake if you held its head
No,
for
that's
them.
a misconception, and that's why you lean towards this trans bullshit because it's like
Hey,
you're
there's
going,
Taylor.
you're
I
going,
was
okay,
on
no,
V
no,
this
you're
morning,
going, no,
confessing that if Taylor Swift had a dick, I wouldn't say no the first time.
Oh,
you
me
gotta be
neither.
very careful about your words, bro, because when you're talking about yourself, are you a man? So you're turning around and saying, what? You're
Yeah,
about to
I
do
can
that?
talk about myself as a
you're
man.
gonna-
When
right,
you
so
talk about myself,
right,
that's
so
when
you're
we
gonna-
find out if you're man or not.
Are
bro.
you quite happy to bust in a bucket? Are you quite happy to bust in a bucket?
That's
I
what
was
I
quite happy to
Yeah,
show your.
yes.
I was quite happy
Yeah,
to
so
show
you're
your
a man.
country they were the last people to think they were going to stand in a
No,
row and have
All
a
right,
man
hold on,
sit
hold on,
top
hold
of a
on,
horse
hold on, hold on.
and not get.
Hold on, you two in the bottom. Thank you, Chuck, for another 20.
Thank you, Chuck Shibley. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chuck is his own man above and beyond Jimmy. I guess I don't know what Jimmy Shively
No,
does. He's only donated to me once.
All super chat contributions, you just give them the last name Shibley. We're doing a thing. We're
But
setting
maybe it should be
trends.
Jimmy in Tennessee.
We appreciate it.
There's a lot of Jimmys in Tennessee, and I hate most of them.
Jesus.
All right, carry on. You guys were arguing about penises or something.
Well, I was just going to point out.
I mean, if
how
you
my-
just accept mine's bigger, I win and we move on.
How long is it? I know you've measured.
You'll never find out, Sophia.
Well, you
Cynthia.
should just be able to say it.
How long is what?
I think I have when I've pointed out, like, if I
mean,
wanted
I'll
to,
ask you next.
I
so
could,
I'm ready to go
I could
measure real
self,
quick.
fillet.
Oh, question. What's he talking about? What you
I'm
talking
about to ask you, how long is your wang?
How long
Meaning-
is
I don't
what?
need to measure it. I can
How
reach
long
my
for
mouth
that?
to it.
Yeah,
I just
how
don't.
long is it? Because you're talking
Well,
about it.
I can
If I,
answer
if because
I can
most
answer
people want
that.
to stand in that place anyway.
Why is
Even
that-
some of the
why are
dudes.
you so insecure about saying how long your dick is? What is that?
Do I not
I
sound
don't say that
secure
because
about my
it's kind
dick?
of
I think I've kind of sold
hot
overly
word.
When you
secure about my
measure
dick.
your
I would
dick, do you
accept
start how
overly
far back
secure.
on the tank do you start? Do you start like
men literally
you
put a
start
measure up to
there
their
by
dick.
the shaft,
Like, men
and
will
you
do
do it soft and
No,
hard.
no, I think in
Yeah.
you
all
don't measure
fairness,
from like all the way from your asshole up to
no, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no.
I think in all fairness,
Men,
I would
I'll tell you-
Remember
excuse.
Pierogi Gate?
tell you
It's
something.
kind of what I saw in Pierogi Gate.
You don't want to bring up Pierogi Gate. That's another time you don't understand. We made a fool of you, or you made a fool
No,
of
I
yourself.
don't know what I saw.
We'll
He tried to make
how
it
long
look
can we
like
get
that.
this? We'll get this as long as possible.
So how did
Just
he
that
try
we
to
can
make it
know-
look like that when you're the only person that saw a ball sack and
No,
a bag of
because I
pierogies?
don't eat pierogies. I've never seen them a day in my life.
Jesus.
You're also
No,
the
no,
only
listen, Mr.
person
Love,
that
but
thought
no, my
I
dick
tried
is-
to.
my
You're
dick is
also,
10 inches.
sir,
10
act like
inches.
the Englishman you are if you weren't so black, and let me have a turn here, Governor. Jog on then. Now, Cynthia, you're the only person that implied I faked my own death. I
That
just
is
woke up.
not true.
I
That
just
is
woke
not
up to the
true.
speculation I
That
was
is
dead
not
and said,
true.
I'll roll with
And I
that.
love how
I'll
you're
take a
running
week
around
off.
telling everybody I call the police
That's
on you.
more
I don't know your
No,
name.
that
I
is fucked
don't
up.
know where
Paul
you
on
live.
Slaves
So
in the
how would I
chat.
have
He'll
done that?
vouch
Oh
that
my
you
gosh.
can make a
Comment,
welfare
did you
call
see
and
the
get me
video I made of
killed.
you?
I can cite YouTubers that made
you see the
welfare
video
calls
I
of
made of
their
you, Tommy?
sibling YouTuber and got them killed.
Tommy, did you see the video I made of you?
I don't watch your stupid
Okay,
hack videos
Say
where
it's
you
yes
just
or no
put our
question. That's
faces
all it was.
over
That's all it
commercials.
was.
Why are you
It's
arguing?
below
That's all
me.
it was.
It's
Question.
beneath
all
me,
right, all right,
Cynthia.
hold on. We got a super chat. Paul
Thank
sucks.
you, Stephen Shively.
Paul and Slave stucks dick with his asshole. Any
Yeah.
thoughts on that panel?
I believe it.
He has
I have
attached
not
to some kind
confirmed
of
it, but I
micro
haven't seen the
penis. You
video.
cannot reach an asshole with a micro penis.
I think
Uh,
that you're selling him short, and he can go.
That's only if it's your micro penis.
No, I mean,
Well,
as
If
a
it's
guy
somebody
who
else's-
could probably fuck himself in the ass, I would say it's all about your ball positioning. You got two testicles hanging between your dick and your ass. You're gonna have to figure out how to position.
Type of sexual education. You need to chill.
And Chuck donated
People have
$2
no
on
critical
Paul's
thinking,
behalf.
so.
I guess he doesn't feel like Paul's been raking enough contributions
Well,
in
Paul
lately.
Paul goes around and donates $2 to other panels. So Chuck
Hey,
goes.
don't hate. I may be Paul's arch nemesis, but I can sit here and wreck Flow State hard enough. I'll see them
All right,
cash out
so
roll in.
how
from Paul
long? How
himself.
long is your
You
thing?
you can start trying.
How
Yeah,
long
I'll
is your
go-
thing?
Okay, so my dick is the biggest. That's
Oh, nice.
that's the fact. My dick is the biggest.
Okay.
I don't even know why we're having this
I believe
debate.
it. I'm gonna believe it.
You see how these kids start dick slanging? It's like
How long have you
Uh-huh.
lived as a woman, sir?
you see. Oh wait, he's even going across a woman.
When
Wait.
did you transition, man?
Oh, yo,
Sir?
dude, you need to chill, bro.
Oh,
She
It's-
said
it's
she
a
got the
fully
biggest
ready
dick.
man.
Or,
It's not-
You
he
have
didn't
one,
transition yet.
and you're going. How long?
I don't.
is it?
What do I do with
about,
this
bro?
panel? I don't. What do I do with this? I don't know what to
Just
do with these
chill.
people.
Just
well,
listen
you're
for
gonna need a second. whole ass
Stop
babysitter for
trying
this
to be so
panel.
egotistical. Jesus
Or
Christ.
I'm an
Beer.
adult.
She
Are
just
you
started
sure?
Talking, you're like, oh,
No.
how long is yours? It's like,
I mean,
It's
Paul,
like
I think the
practicing.
worst influence is you giving me money to send hate, but I'll take it. $1 a
oh
dollar.
Jesus! All right, I'm gonna pause.
It's like the first time I ever had a dick in my mouth. If it gets me 100 miles down the road, like,
Oh
whatever.
boy,
What?
That's the
What,
unwritten
Tommy?
rule of the road, baby.
Huh? What?
Well,
Can
alrighty
I-
then.
I really love to hear from the ladies.
And Dr. Bull has a good
I don't
point.
see a lady. We have yet to have a lady on the
We hear
panel.
about
sir.
Simon's low down on the entertainment industry. We never got to that.
Where to
Simon,
go?
I'm not a lady.
ignore the blackmail. Just give us the dirty stuff.
That is an alternate universe black truther cop if I've ever heard one.
I can see it.
Hit me. That's black
So
truther cop.
we're still trying to figure out though, Simon, your Hollywood experience.
Yeah, what part of Hollywood did you haunt?
Yeah,
That's
I
the
mean, if you do you want to really hear about that? Are you
Yes,
stop
we asked
asking that.
This is the sixth time he asked.
okay?
If you don't have any, just say that you don't have any and you spoke,
I have
without.
plenty, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. if
All
you're
right, because
ready.
it's starting to sound like you don't have any, and like we're just keep pushing on something where there's.
Well, they went off on a tangent about some other stuff, so
Yeah, it was my plan to get you back on point. So
All right, well now the floor is yours.
I appreciate that. Okay, cool. All right, so I mean,
No, clean the floor is what
Tommy.
he's saying.
oh boy, this is what I mean. So
Tommy, why are you trying to disrupt the?
I have a Hollywood story.
Oh.
We always do this with Tommy.
I can't fucking speak, man.
Rude.
God, this is I swear.
Tommy,
it
at
was
least I bring you up. You still have never brought me up onto your panel.
like 20
Uh,
minutes.
Man, rightly so. Am I right, people? Come on.
Now,
Actually,
Simon.
I'll give
Oh
an
my
example. I'll give it. I'm gonna be trying. I'm gonna try and be quick about this because it's important. Okay, right. So I was in the industry for a while. I've been in the industry for a while. Okay, and I'm still in the industry slightly, but I'm still doing other stuff. Okay.
The trafficking
So-
industry, or
No, just listen for a
Right.
second. Okay. This is how it goes down. I had a couple of contracts with different companies, and it was in TV, it was in media, and it was in music. So nothing, not one thing correlates with another. Okay, they all talk to each other. So there were certain figures.
I'm already
where
calling bullshit.
All right, well,
Let
Go
him
on.
finish.
I can start.
Just saying. Oh, he tried to play the guilt trip. He can stop. I'm just saying I don't buy it. Let's hear it. With your interceding contracts. Where's Paul? Paul picks up what I'm putting down on that interceding. Oh, did he run? Good, because y'all tried to say he wrecked me on Machine Lies. Get owned, fought boy.
Well, you
Fuck
if he
till
didn't
you
have
drop,
a story,
bro.
you were good. Look, he was gonna wreck himself, and then you fucked that up, Tommy.
I got better Hollywood stories than that.
Okay,
Let's hear it.
You, Tommy.
They all happened at
Working on
DIA.
stage.
But I did have a friend in high school who him and another guy faked a feud to go on Judge Judy. It was so ridiculous. Like there was
Oh, no.
nothing to it. They just went on and like humdrum did a feud, and it wasn't even exciting. It was so
If we
fucking.
can
nail
link
biting.
us to that episode, that'd be awesome.
All right, so I guess there was a time I ran into who's the guy with the band that the crash into me guy. I can never remember. his
Dave
name.
Matthews.
Yeah,
Dave
I saw Dave
Matthews?
Matthews. I
Guy
saw him
with
just
the band.
he was just sitting. He was just sitting around like the boarding seats, and I'm like working there at the airport. Like, is that fucking Dave Matthews just sitting in like coach boarding? And somebody noticed him and was talking to him, and he had been trying to read a book, right? So once someone was interrupting him, and I sensed that, like, man, he was trying to read the book. Oh, every chick I saw was like, "Hey, you into Dave Matthews?" And I'm like, that's him sitting over there. And I still, to this day, I'm like, I don't know why he was flying with the plebs, because I'm not into Dave Matthews, but they're banking. And he was really irritated he didn't get to read his book. Next, I ran into
That's why I
Jesse
was
James.
flying in that.
Huh?
Dupree? From
What?
From Jackal? That Jesse James? Or the biker Jesse
No,
James?
Jesse
the other,
Jane. That prawn thing we were
the
talking about.
motorcycle
She's
guy.
a blondie and that stuff. Yeah, I'm not into
Oh.
her stuff because I think the naked woman form is beautiful, but the way she does porn, it's like, lady, you look like you're trying to lift a
Oh,
refrigerator
that
by
Jessica James.
yourself,
Yeah.
naked. Yeah, it's not flattering. But I ran into
Yeah.
her
No.
and I was like, "Are you who I think you are?" And she like nodded and smiled. I was like, "I feel like you should be the one recognizing me." And she just lost her shit and like she just was rolling. And I walked her to her train and shit, and then like was bragging to business class dudes that I walked
You
her
are
to
some
the Then I
egotistical
ran
shit.
into fucking MC Hammer. I tried to shake his hand, but he was finishing a donut, so he just gave me
He's like,
dab.
can't touch this.
I ran into this
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
I ran
And
into
I
that
thanked
person.
him for
He ain't
the
actually
fucking
worked with anybody, bro.
Hey,
you
Simon,
fucking
we
hater
get
fop.
7
You
chances to get
fucking
the
hater
point,
fop. You
and
know I was one up
Tommy
in
gave
your
us 3
Hollywood
stories
career.
You're just
already.
fucking
Anytime you were gone.
You're taking pictures. That's all you're doing, bro.
And
No,
then
no,
Tommy gave us
I
3
take a
stories in
snapshot.
time you were gone, and it was just like maybe a minute. And we
Yo,
asked you for 7
I've had real
times to get to
experiences
that point,
in this
Simon.
in this
Come on,
industry.
man.
Top corner man, have you ever sorted
And you want
glass
to
and
listen to
talked
this
about it
fool?
on a commercial?
You want to
All
listen
right.
to this fool who's going on holiday?
Affirmative.
Yeah.
I want
Bro,
to
glass
Oh
zero
yeah,
stories.
I'm
glass
going to
zero.
take snapshots of these niggas. Jesus
All right.
Christ.
Okay. The floor is Simon's.
Paul knows that commercial. Paul knows.
Simon, before Tommy starts talking again, I want to hear your Hollywood story.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because it's like, you know, I've been rocking with Hollywood for a minute, and I'm from
I
the
don't believe
UK.
it.
Yeah, of course you don't believe it because you don't know what that looks like, and that's fine. I don't have nothing against you.
Tommy, I'll bring you back up when he's done with his story.
I'm just
Go
saying,
ahead.
I've been in certain situations, right, where I could affirmatively say, you know, like Puffy's got arrested. You know, certain people have been in certain situations, and that's because we've been in certain places and we don't speak about it after a certain amount of time. There's parties we go to and we are invited to, and I'm just saying this as a matter of caution, right? Where it looks like it's a children's party sometimes, or you know, we are parents and we go out there and then it's a 7 p.m. invitation, and then the lights go out come 12 p.m. and it turns into something else. It turns into
This whole
some
panel has shown they have no
Can you
discernment.
shut your fucking mouth for a second, bro? What's wrong with you, man? Discipline.
Puffy never
Nigga,
went to
what's wrong
jail.
with you?
Shine went to
Who
jail
taught you,
for
bro?
Puffy.
You
I
act
call
like you
bullshit.
ain't got no parents. Shut the fuck up for a minute. I ain't gonna be up here for too long.
I mean, I brought him back on early on
Jesus.
purpose because
Oh,
it seems
boy,
like
okay,
you're
right.
speaking in generalities.
Is anyone going to make him answer for what I just called him on?
What did you say?
Puffy never went to prison. Shine did that time for him.
Mhm.
He took that pistol in the club situation for Puffy. Probably wasn't compensated well at all. You've never heard of Shine again, have you?
Mm-mm. No, you're right.
And I remember listening
Isn't he
to
still in
Shine when we
prison?
road trip to my
No,
Capri
he's
Sun game.
out. He's out.
He's
But
out
this
now?
is
Sure,
he
he's
can't
out.
come back into the
And where's his newest album?
No, he can't come back into
That
the
part.
United States. Let me check. Because I remember we talked about this on GMT.
Also,
Embers,
Mr.
you
James
did
Simon
great on
gave
the
us
new
info.
Resident Evil
Shame on
game.
Simon.
The only
Is
track
that
I
right?
remember from Shine is that like the one that had to do like skibbity wow, skibbity wow.
Yep.
That was a good rendition.
That's not bad. Yeah, so that was
And didn't he have some like talky style? It's like, man, it's a good thing you smoked your voice into that and you just kind of talk it.
So,
Kinda
M,
like
welcome.
one
I
of
think
those
this is the
deep
first time
voices.
you've been on my panel.
Yeah, I
Who?
think so. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the
It's
trans
me.
lady.
Yeah, the trans lady. That's not really trans. I'm a totally legitimate female. I've had children, like literally birthed them out of my vagina. So I'm not
Hey, are you
actually
saying
trans.
that trans women can't have children? You don't
Do
sound very
not. We're
woke,
not, I'm
bro.
not. We're not doing that. I'm not going to do that. I don't care if they can or they can't. That's not up for me to discuss. I just know that
Oh.
I can have them out of my vagina. That's all that is relevant to me. Like I can't even. That road in and of itself, like no, sir, I'm not going to do it.
Hey, show me
The
a woman
debate.
that can't have
any-
kids. I'll hit it good. Raw dog style.
What do you mean? Why?
fear.
Because just because
Tommy,
she
what you're
can.
looking for, is a dude. You might refer to Mitch. You tell me is also competing for that Mitch pussy.
Okay, they say always leave them wanting more. You left half of an MC Hammer and a whole riff raff and maybe and some Tyler the Creator. for days, man. It's the
I don't
conspiracy airport.
understand
They
what
all
that
be passing
means.
through there on my ship.
And
It's
riffraff
really because I
though,
had a position. I had to cover all three concourses, so the likelihood of me interacting with the famous folk passing through, it was likely. And then I had like stationed people that knew I made my rounds to be like, "What up?" They'd keep an eye out. They'd be like, "Tom, Concourse C, we got a riffraff on Concourse C."
Oh yeah, they definitely call
Roger,
it.
I'm en route. Roger.
I guarantee it.
No, I just
I
used like
couldn't.
customer security and shit like that. I helped Riffraff carry his bags as he ran to a plane he wasn't going to make. Tried to look all badass in front of me whenever they looked for another flight. He was like, "I only fly first class." And the woman was like, "Okay, then you're going to have to wait another like 15 hours."
He's such a dumbass.
Yeah, he is an asshole. He's one of those famous
No,
people.
I
He is
literally-
kind of like Paul, where he doesn't like being famous. If he ends up famous, he won't like having fans. That's how Riffraff is.
Hey Steve, how doing?
I wouldn't even consider riffraff like really famous.
He's like D-list. He's like D-list celebrity. I mean,
Like,
he
yeah.
does shows in
Yeah.
Denver where, I mean, people turn out and he does get them stacks for
Yeah.
photo shoots. He did a good showing on Ridiculous. He joked about a 94 Bronco bucket seat. And I was like, I feel that. I get what he's saying about the 94 bucket seat.
I'm
That's still
pretty
your
sure
move,
I
Sasquatch.
have some riffraff in one of my playlists.
When you,
Ew.
yeah, I still listen to his shit. I like Three Loco. but
Stole
when
your
you meet
move.
him in person, he gets
I think it's
that
gotta be a
air
man.
about him, like he's holding his breath until the interaction passes. Like no matter how, like everybody that ran into him, that we all compared notes, he's just kind of a jerk. Same with Tyler. the
Actually,
Creator.
yeah,
But
I know
MC
exactly. I know
Hammer,
exactly which
MC
riffraff
Hammer,
songs I
solid
have.
dude. And no matter what they say about his tax situation, I looked at that dude. He's doing fine. Yeah, he ain't doing bad. He ain't worrying about where his next meal comes from. He is still blinging. And if
Are you
y'all
saying
remember,
you still can't touch this?
dude, I thanked him for the 80s and 90s and the show. I wasn't fake. I was like, dude, I still to this day in my vehicles bump "This Is What We Do" from the Ninja Turtles 1 soundtrack. And he immediately went into it like right in front of me. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. And we were both like head bobbing while he's like, "This is what we do." And I was like, do it. Because there was a girl part for that. Fuck yeah, man. MC Hammer, where's my parachute pants, man? He's a solid dude.
I know. I'm so
These
pissed.
Zoomers don't do it like that, man. They're fucking dropping into fetal positions, cowering at the idea. What's tomorrow gonna bring? I don't know.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna bring whatever I said it does.
Green glass here, brown
Yeah.
glass there.
Gonna manifest whatever the fuck I want.
I sort glass.
Oh no, not really. I'm just gonna go to court and hope for the best.
Oh, you came to the right place. We're
That's
all
what I'm
about
gonna
rights and freedoms up in here, trans lady. What are you going to court for?
I have advice for those people.
Oh,
to,
breaking the law.
Well,
That's what I
duh.
do.
Yeah, all the times I go to the court
No,
for just like hanging
I
out.
have a. I
I'm
have
trying
some,
to help you, trans woman.
a trespassing,
Tommy,
and
stop being a douche.
drug charges.
What the fuck are you
Drug-
trespassing for? I
drug-
thought
drug
you were
charges.
driving without license or registration. We're about that.
Oh,
in
that's
YouTube.
that's my favorite. That's my favorite thing to do. But actually, I haven't got
Your
caught for that
favorite.
lately. The trespassing charge is a little complicated. It really has to do with whether or not you want to believe me or the other person who's
I get
the
it.
plaintiff.
You drew an
They-
imaginary line. I went on a side of it. You say I did something wrong. Yeah, I get it.
I'm like, look, so this is the thing. So I live in the basement. He's like, no, you don't. I'm like, yes, I do. He's like, no, you don't. And I'm like, okay, well, I do. I get mail here. I've been here for like
believe you.
8 years.
I believe you. As soon
The
as
cops
you say
are
it, I'm
like-
I think this bitch lives in a basement.
Yeah,
Go
I do.
on.
Super chat.
Validating. I'm just
Hey.
establishing trust. I'm just establishing trust.
Thank you. Don't judge me for the super chat.
The cops.
Thank you. Don't judge
They
me.
don't
Jimmy Shively
agree.
Also lives in Florida, where Jimmy Shively lives.
I think that
And so we're a
Paul
bunch of-
complaining
we're all
all
on the
day
East
about
Coast?
people making money on their streams has actually helped.
Jimmy Shively.
I
is
don't make money on
Florida
mine.
fuck. Go
Well,
on,
why
ma'am.
not?
I'm listening. Forgive this panel.
I don't make money on my streams, and my legal stuff is really, it's, if everything goes right, it should, most of it will get dismissed. If the worst case scenario, I'll be like on probation for like a year, and then it'll be
And if
expunged.
you
So
like,
it's not,
wink and like throw the magic their way.
that doesn't always work for me.
Well,
That
that's why
doesn't
we
work
don't
for me.
care if women make money or not, because you get the first half of your life off. Free dinners, free drinks. Once you hit that wall, I got no sympathy for you. You better ring up before you hit that wall.
If you can make
And
money on
but
here,
that is,
do it. Do it, do it,
I'm
do
a-
it. Make money.
I'm a
Get
bitch. That's why I
Get that back.
don't.
Get that back.
Make money, money,
Get my
make money,
type.
money, money.
That part.
What is
I mean,
this, a fucking bank? Is this the DMV? Come
My
on,
life could be a
people.
lot easier.
Yeah, if you'd like harden the fuck
Well, but
up,
it's YouTube
learn to do
too.
a
It's
real
YouTube.
job, not rely
Like
on these fucking
OnlyFans?
swinging chicks.
God, if only I
Right?
had the balls. Right.
And the thing
No,
is,
and
OnlyFans,
and no moral compass.
there's a lot of people making
not that guy, pal.
money on OnlyFans. So it's
You're not that
You
guy.
could be a foot model.
I mean, I heard you
Everybody
have the balls,
says
you
that, but
tramped
you've
up.
not seen my
I
feet.
accept your decision.
They have foot makeup. They have foot makeup for you to primp up your feet.
What?
Mm-hmm. It's a
don't
whole
Let
like
me
feet.
find out.
feet.
Don't
Yeah.
like feet.
Yeah, well, there's a
I'm
whole
more of an butt
and
guy.
that love them. I don't know why, but they
I'm
do.
like, we're gonna have to start figuring up some stuff in this budget. Like, I'm gonna have to get some files for this. Yeah,
Dude,
hold the fuck up.
See, this is what I hated when I was about some porn.
Producer.
A couple of fucking weebs said they liked feet. Now we all have to put up with porn bitches sticking their feet in the camera. I'm not into it. Spare
Did I
me
miss
that
feet?
shit. I can
Well,
appreciate if you don't have gross feet, but I do not
This-
seek feet. I don't care. It's where you kick shit and you walk it. And Jesus
Yeah,
said,
Tom-
wash
I have
that whenever they
OnlyFans.
enter
Yeah,
your
Tommy
body.
pays extra to have his guy pixelate the feed all of his porn.
I have an OnlyFans, and the only thing I do is walk on rotten cakes.
My dog has an OnlyFans.
Are you
and I use it
serious?
I'm gonna do a whole piece on like how much scamming actually happens on OnlyFans. It's a
Yeah,
You
scam.
know,
yeah,
you can
it's
you
a
can
lot.
buy you can
Fake
buy
feet.
like used socks and all sorts of weird shit on some of those fetish
No,
sites.
no, I go deep, bro. Half the
I tried-
like
I tried
it's
to. Or I
not even
did
the
sell
famous girls you're seeking to interact with.
my old
I've got
plug
these
fit
girls
ring.
busted that
Yeah, you're not going to talk.
oh,
over me.
you're hating truth, Flow State.
Truth. You
You're
can't
a
just
hater.
unilaterally apply truth to everything that you say.
Oh, but I do. This is research. You guys think I'm on these panels all the time? I got time to research shit y'all don't even know about.
What are you
And I
researching?
still build community, help my local homeless people if they don't try and kill me or argue with dumpsters. Yeah, man, I get it. I'm out there.
Where do
Me
you
out
live?
here. I'm in the fucking ferocious jungle of Denver.
Yeah,
Oh,
OnlyFans is so
dude.
messy that the banks
You know
don't
what
let
your
you-
deal
And
is? The
contrary
damn
to
the
Paul's claim,
5G
it
towers,
is a
bro.
nice city, but if you have the time to be here, it's got like the, oh, now that I've been here for a while, it looks nice, but there's a lot of danger there.
Fuck Denver. Sorry, but no. Just no.
I mean, I'm looking to leave at some point, but I wouldn't say fuck Denver. I mean, compared to like LA or something, definitely pick Denver.
Do you live in an
our
underground
secret-
military base?
Our secret is everybody thinks it's Antarctic up here. No, we got some sweet ass mild sunny weather, which kind of makes it ironic. We put the mass
Y'all have
bang
the
bangs on
dunes.
the map. I think it's
In the sand dunes.
350 days of sunshine a year attributes to us putting mass bang bangs on the map. Like I seek those thunderstorms because they're a rarity. Like cloudy day.
But it's
count me in.
Colorado.
Fuck yeah. We beat California.
It's
to lead the
Colorado.
league. Yeah. Trinidad, ma'am. Trinidad is the sex change
Oh, it's
capital of
only
the
$1
world.
for the membership. And remember, the next emoji is going to be a Paul enslaved emoji. I haven't decided what kind yet, but I'm sure it'll be
think you
something good.
mean
It'll be something
Zoomer
good.
hieroglyphic.
I'm just
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
trying to
Zoomer- the
think of
next Zoomer
something
hieroglyphic.
good.
I'm open.
that I
Yeah, I'm
can
open.
think
I'm
of.
open to suggestions.
A shout to Paul Enslaved. He handed me the intro to what is the future Tommy show, and then he
Oh,
even
good.
throws in the Jay Leno with it. It's the Tommy show, and he kicks in the music. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna clip this and use it. That's my intro.
Em, did
for
you
the
have a
Tommy.
suggestion for the next emoji? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, maybe
Oh no,
something
what do you
with
mean?
like
I just know.
close-shaped
Oh no,
voice.
for what emoji? Like, what do you mean by emoji? I just know I had a weird emoji pop up on me earlier today. I've literally never seen it before. And then I typed in the word Papa, and all of a sudden it brings up this road sign that's yellow with a dude holding a little girl's hand crossing the street. I was like, why is that popping up when I type in the word Papa? Like, that's fucking weird. It just popped up out of nowhere today in my emoji thing. Like, I've never seen it before. Ever.
On a channel, or what? I was distracted by the chat.
No, in my keyboard, when I type in the word Papa in my keyboard, that emoji popped up. I've never seen that emoji before, ever. In emojis, it's like a cross, like the yellow crossing the street sign, except it's a dude holding a little girl's hand, which is just fucking weird to me. And why can't it be a Sasquatch? Like, why couldn't it be a Sasquatch?
Why can't everything
Exactly.
be a Sasquatch?
Exactly.
Don't judge me.
Well,
Is
because
this
y'all
is
are
this
supposed
like
to be elusive?
is this like pouring some money out on the curb for your fallen homie, or is this like to bring him back up stage?
Super chat.
I'm not sure. Not sure how to. Thank you for the super chat. Either way,
I just want to be perfectly clear that I'm not nearly high enough for this conversation.
are you fixing that? I hope you're fixing that
actively.
I just realized
Okay.
it is because I'm sitting on his face. So there's that part.
You've been waiting for that for a minute, haven't you?
Forever.
But guess what? It goes both ways.
Yeah.
It goes both ways.
Now what?
If you can get a rim job, you can give a rim job.
We're all
that part.
quality on this panel, obviously.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not actually a comedian, but I play one on YouTube.
For shits and giggles and spare change.
No, you can't donate to me.
Mm-mm.
Not even.
No, you can't donate. I mean, you could donate to me
for a rim
if
job.
I linked it. That part. Oh, you know what? Bless it. There's this like Vietnamese girl that I watch in the shorts feed a lot. She pops up in my shorts a lot, but it's like a family channel that they have on YouTube. So it's this Vietnamese chick and this white dude she's married to. Anyways, and her parents. Her dad, and I don't think he knows what he's saying, and that's why he says it all the time. But he'll just like in the middle of one of their skits, he'll get upset and he'll just be like, "Toss my salad." And I'm like, has nobody told him what that means? Because I'm pretty sure if he knew what it meant, he would not just be randomly screaming at his daughter.
Tommy's got 3 more minutes of timeout. That's a shortened timeout because he did have some contributions on his behalf. So what is it? 10:02. At 10:05, Tommy's timeout will be over.
So we just had an epic interview with Dr. Shiva. Wow, that guy has got some stuff going on. We had 550 people watching live, and it was lots of energy, lots of solutions, just great information from throughout. So what a good interview that was. I'm not here for long. I just got to upload and stuff, and then got to get ready to go see my girl. But we had a good
We'll
one.
drop the link backstage, and I'll share it.
Yeah, that Dr.
I'll
Shiva
share
guy
it.
is extremely interesting. I would be interested to see that. That guy has some very interesting views on the whole the world. I'm curious to see how that went. That's interesting.
Yeah, the video that he done on the swarm is a very good educational or enlightening video for anybody that wants to know kind of what's going on in the world. The swarm and how they use all the different parts, in order to come together to keep people enslaved.
Yeah, Shiva's good shit.
I can't believe they let him on YouTube or anywhere because he has some extremely controversial. I mean, it's not really controversial, but for the average platform. I guess it is controversial.
He went
We'll
off
find out how
on the
long the video
Zionists
stays on
today.
YouTube.
Well,
Luckily,
most
it's
of his
also
stuff
on Rumble.
does. Yeah, most of it. Well, we're on Rumble. We're on 10 different platforms, but he went off on the Zionists today. So he's last time we talked about the Brahmins, and this time he went off on what's going on with Palestine and the Zionists. So yeah, very, 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 very good interview today.
I'm sure the Machine Lies is gonna watch that.
Just out of curiosity, I'll definitely watch it too. Just out of curiosity, did you guys ever talk about that Zionism might be a cover for something else? Have you ever heard anyone talk about that before? Because that's
Dude,
Like colonialism.
No,
So
I use it to cover my Silurian hypothesis. The lizard people.
Well, so this is what I
Oh,
was.
you
That
mean
you
like
use
this?
Zionism to do that? Why?
Did you
So
find one?
this is what I was kind of telling him. So it's like, the people who are really controlling in the world aren't the families that people know about, the Kennedys, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds. There's a hidden family behind that when it comes like the Aldo Brandinis, the Farneses. They're the one who have created the Pentagon. They've got a Pentagon, compound in Europe, and they're the ones who created the Pentagon, funded it. Those are kind of the real families. So what I was telling him is that the Zionists, how they ended up coming and they taking over the God's chosen
Wrong.
people, the
No
God's
hate,
chosen,
but wrong.
the God's
I
chosen
tell you,
people.
the first one of us to know those true family names, you'll never be seen again. You'll get Clintoned real quick. It's called
Oh, try me.
compartmentalization. No, you
Leibowitz.
never will. Those names don't get tossed around. There's no investigation that finds them. It's beast system, bro. The God of this world. You will not disrupt that.
Oh yes, I will.
All due respect. All due
I'm
respect,
gonna get
Jesse.
that
All
God
due respect.
fired and replaced with my own goddess. How about that?
Jesse's
get those
rocking
names.
like 10 platforms. I'm not hurting his business. I'm just saying, Jesse, for your own well-being, don't seek those names. Won't be none, You got a beautiful wife or girlfriend, whatever it is. Don't fuck that up.
I don't have much to lose. I'll get those names.
It's like that Hawaiian pastor bitch. She thinks she's gonna counter the mark of the beast. Wrong. Wrong. That's endgame, bro. You don't counter that. You have it or you don't. End of story.
Well, that's exactly what I would want people to think if I wanted them not to notice something.
No, Jack, I interrupted to create disagreements with your dumb ass.
Tom
Oh, I gotta live in the
Jack,
Vanderbilt's
thank you,
backyard.
though, Jack. Thank you, Jack Shively, for that link you put in the back. I've got to get my Putin love video done before he offs. If he is offing to that situation, I got to get this video done before that, or it's going to be out of context. And it's a lost chance. Okay, mic
Wow.
drop, whatever.
Did
But,
you mic drop? I was reading the chat.
No, I wondered why we were cricketing. Machine
Yeah, I'm
Live,
all up in
do
the
you see
chat
now-
too.
Do you see now what Neurojack does? Do you see? Because it's like we've been on your
What?
panel with Neurojack. We've been going hard on that stuff. And he just kind of like comes in here all suave. He's just going to lightly suggest it. He knows we'll go hard in the paint.
I don't know if suave is the word I would use. I don't think suave is the word I would use.
Neurojack's the only guy I've ever seen be like, hey, Machine Lives, I just got this little Muslim video. I wanted you to check it out. It's no big deal. It's just a little Muslim video. Only thing I've ever seen trigger Machine Lies beyond like Toilet Bowl Earth being a dickhead. But I was like, wow, you got him. Like, he really did.
Britt is championing your nihilistic view. I think that whether or not that's true, we don't know. But what is
No,
true
this
is
isn't
that
nihilism.
that's the most useless nihilistic viewpoint that you could
No,
have. And
it's
if I were a
not
controller,
nihilism.
I would want you to have that viewpoint.
I can see how a wretched worm non-believer, what's the word the Muslims use? Infidel.
The controllers would be right up in your face and you don't know it.
The controllers are up in Tommy's face. That's what I'm trying to illustrate. That Tommy is
Yeah.
controlled because he's out here saying you guys can't ever know anything.
I'm an agent, bro, and am I not doing a good job of clouding the
Tell me
water?
doesn't want me to say this. Let's define nihilism real quick. Nihilism is a context or unit error. So you think nothing
We want
matters
the
because you're not paying
money,
attention to the right thing.
Lebowski.
You're not paying the right attention. Tommy didn't want me to say that. That's what nihilism. You're not paying.
We've
You
been
have a context or
nihilists,
unit error.
Lebowski. We want the money. He's got the paintings behind him, people. Come
Whoever's
on.
trying to get in,
You can have my spot. This is like,
yeah, I was just about to
DMV
offer
line.
you Tommy's spot.
But DJM, from now on, any cash apps on my behalf, cash sign Illumitami.
Brats.
Floor is open. Whoever was trying to get in.
Oh, he's
You want
he's something else, ain't he?
I can
He's
talk
what?
to that guy for like an hour, 2 hours straight.
I love Tommy. Tommy's funny as fuck.
Yeah, Tommy's stories are much better than Simon's. I'll give him that.
I like Tommy too, but he's like single serving sort of person.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to take him in doses. That's okay. I'm like that too. Some people, they can't, and that's okay.
Oh
I'm
my
not
God, and
everybody's cup of tea.
I got rid of Tommy for Snafu Snaps.
Yay, Snafu! Bring him in here. This is gonna be hilarious. Hey, Snaps!
My fingers on the trigger, Snaps.
I know. I just came in to say, why is the guru Jack Talcott, who wants to stop wars, hating on Illumitami? I thought he loved everyone. But Jack, I just gotta say, Jack wants to stop wars, man, and he can't even fucking love people. Interesting optics.
I told Jack to give war a chance, and he's thinking about it.
Jack needs to stop the wars going on right this second, right now.
I've also told Jack that I'm a fan of war, and I don't know that I want peace.
I'm kind of a fan of war.
I know you are.
Although I do find it funny, I know you said you don't need any other man defending you, and I respect that. But what's funny is he always, expects others to defend him when it comes to Paul and shit. I saw Jack sit up there not defend you once when Paul was on you, Mr. Flo, and you're right. You don't need another man to do it. But I see two-faced fence riding optics with Jack.
I was
in
up
that
there,
case.
Snafu.
Huh?
You're not paying attention.
Yeah, I know. Jack just sat there watching. Didn't say pipe up one bit.
And like I said, I don't need another man to defend me.
No, you don't. But
I know that
he's
you
here
love-
to stop
this is
wars,
what you
right?
like
But
to
he
do.
didn't want to stop peace.
Snafu, you like to triangulate people against each other.
No, listen. He's here to stop wars, Mr. Flo. You're his friend. He can't even make peace with people on panels.
What did I tell you?
Talcott's a guru,
Hold on.
right?
Whoever's trying to get in, give me just a second, and because I'm sure Snafu won't be long for this panel. I just told you I don't need anybody else to take up for me, and especially not when I'm there in person myself. So why are you going to keep trying to push this thing like he didn't even take up for
he's
you?
the maker of
I
peace,
was
right?
there,
Stopping
Snafu.
wars. No, listen. He's a maker of peace, stopper of wars. It doesn't matter if you needed him to defend you or not. He can't even make peace on panels versus let alone wars in real life. That's the point.
He's aspiring.
It doesn't matter if you
He's an
wanted him or not.
aspiring maker of peace. You're an aspiring maker of war.
Only to fucking fake ass fucks who make claims like that. They're going to stop wars in the world.
I mean,
Who
you
don't
claim
even
that you don't
educate
hate all
themselves.
women, but
Who don't even
nevertheless,
educate themselves on political fucking shit. Let's just be real.
Snaps, give Ember a compliment. I dare you.
Who give Jack a compliment?
No, Ember. You don't hate women. Give Ember a compliment right now.
She looks nice in her little hat.
Oh, thank you.
I love women.
Thank you.
I love women. I don't love them enough or miss them, like obsessed with them where I need sex torsos and stuff, though, dude. But I love women.
I don't
Sex
need
torsos.
It, I just want it. And so I bought
Yeah.
it because I'm
Yeah,
looking for
hey,
a job.
show them your sex torso, Hank. The women need
But
to
if-
see it.
They
If
can
you're not
find
going
the
to
clip.
be using
They
it,
can
can I
find
borrow it for a minute? Just like 20 minutes or something.
what's that?
If he's not going to be,
Sicko.
I'd like to borrow it. For
Oh,
20
you want to borrow? I'll rent you
You
his
gotta
sex
clean it.
torso.
You better sterilize it.
Yeah,
He
I'll
tried
clean
the
it.
titty fucking that torso, dude.
I'll clean it.
All right. Well, thanks for coming up and trying to stir up controversy.
Yeah, nice try, Snaps. You better luck next time.
Oops, what happened? Okay.
Wow.
There's a spot open again for whoever was trying to get in.
Actually, I was fixing to hop down, bro. Sun's getting low, big fella.
Sun is getting low. I know what that means now.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
joke, folks. so like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scream at the chat in general because I'm fixing to end my stream on my
Okay.
channel.
Do you want the floor? You can have the floor for a second. Scream at both of our chats.
Anybody in my chat that wants to continue this fiasco that's taking place over here, you need to hop over to @FlowState because you're not going to find it any other way, right? And I love each and every one of you like a brother and a sister. But if y'all give me any trouble tonight, I'll run every doggone one of y'all off of here.
Amen.
Absolutely. See if I can make this work.
Thanks for coming up.